Welcome everyone to Show 2 of Squireship Championship Wrestling. Thank you for inviting us into your homes once again. I am Phil Hawkins. To the right of me is Malibu Mike Martelli. How are you doing, Mike?
Good evening, Phil. I'm really excited to be back. One more sip of Malibu, and really excited for tonight's shows. Yeah!
As am I. Once again, thank you for welcoming you into our home there. We've got Bump with the reset there at 19 months. Thank you very much for that, Bump. That will go back into the Magooch treasury. So tonight's show is going to be split into two parts. We've got the first part that was pre-recorded earlier in the week down in Astra Sports Centre, and then we've got the main event, which is going to be live, which is hailing from the Park and Day. We've got incredible matches for you. We have a tag team title match later between the Bash Brothers versus the Parole Models, which they earned in defeating them in last week's show. And then we've got a 10-man rumble to decide the number one contender for Dan's Twitch title. It's going to be a great show.
It's going to be quite the set of shows. We've got a stacked lineup, and the title's on the line. Some grudges to be settled, and some of the future is to be decided in SCW. Oh, baby!
Most definitely. We saw some alliances crack, we saw some friends made and some enemies made in equal measure. We'll have to see how this develops because we have no idea how everything went down in Astrud earlier in the week. We'll be reacting to it live just as you are. But we are here from the Park and Day. We'll be broadcasting it to people as we speak. So, without any further ado, let us get into the first match, which is That's Tourette's Gamer versus a mystery opponent.
Mystery opponent, that's right. And that means it can be anybody. Well, let's see who it is. Oh, yeah.
I mean, absolutely anybody. It could be someone currently on the roster. It could be somebody picked from the crowd. Rick Magooch just said it was going to be a gimme match for That Tourette's Gamer after his display in the tournament last week.
Yeah, he's got a little bit to prove. Didn't make it through the first round, so let's see what he's got.
We'll see what he has indeed. Let's see who we've got here in live attendance. We've got WelshViiking. He'll be back a little bit later. We've got Taz with the host. Thank you very much for that. We've got Broom, who's arrived fashionably late. And we've got Spooder. Welcome in, Spooder. Another installment of Chaos. You betcha. You betcha. But hopefully, whoever you're rooting for wins, and whoever you're not rooting for loses. That's kind of how it goes. But, yeah, we have no idea how tonight is going to go. Based on what happened in the launch, everybody's top picks lost. The underdog in Dan, fair play to him. Oh, look, sorry, it looks like we're going straight into the action here. And here he comes.
Here he comes indeed.
There he is, the Tourette's Gamer. Someone's redeemed the dance boy because he feels like dancing. Look at them feet go. He still hasn't found his shoes though, Mike.
Oh yeah. Look concerned, this floor looks like it's been recently buffed.
And for some reason, Astra Sports Centre has American flags up. We'll just ignore that. Maybe they paid off their budget for the year. I assure you, we are in Astra.
Yeah, I can. I'm not there, but I can smell it from here.
Look at the dancing. Surprised he hasn't torn his taint doing that, Mike.
Yeah, it's like we said before, it's quite the dangerous set of attire. Thankfully, he's made it to the ring in one piece. So let's see how this unfolds.
Well, there's a hush over the... Who is this? Who is this? I've never seen this guy before. No, it doesn't have any music. Jimmy. Whatever that at handle means at dead of night. I'm sure that means something to somebody. Here he is slithering into the ring. He's given me a very uneasy feeling, like something's not right with this guy.
Yeah, he reminds me of somebody who's not very well suited, but very much in the hospitality industry, so, yeah.
Well, we'll see how we get on with this. Tourette's trying to launch some offense there, but it looks like Jimmy's got him scouted. He got some offense of his own, some clubbing backhands. He drags him down by his hair and stamps on the elbow.
Yeah, he's got the height advantage there over Tourette's. Not too much difference in frame, maybe a little smaller, but he's certainly getting the upper hand as we begin.
Well, Tourette's says sweep the leg, and he's going for the extended armbar, looking hopefully to stop the onslaught of Jimmy. Okay, he's starting to pick up some of the trademark quick assault from Tourette's there, and he goes right back on the arm. And we've got a neck snap. I have no idea how to call any of what Jimmy's going to do. I've never seen or heard of this guy. I didn't even know that he was an active wrestler. I'm pretty sure he isn't.
Maybe he's just more involved. You know, these things going to happen. People switch careers at the drop of a hat.
Well, it was an open invitation from Rick Magooch, so just about anybody with an internet connection was able to come down here tonight. Declan Hughes tuning in on the action there.
Who knows which circles Rick Magooch is involved in. He's a very shady character, so I would expect.
Definitely no love lost between the two of you after that horrific affair last week.
I'm a little bit disappointed with some of the things, but I really enjoyed the show, so let's see what happens.
Big splash from Tourette's. It's going right back to Jimmy's arm. He seems to want to stop his arm, and to think he's afraid he might club him with something.
Yeah, I think he's trying to pull that thing clean off, so very interesting tactic. Let's see what happens.
Declan going for the pinfall. Only a 2 count. He's got faster with his pins, Mike.
Yeah, he's hopefully he's been practicing in his living room on the carpet during the week, because it looks like there's a much improved rhythm there.
Yeah, so it's nice to see him in position for once.
Exactly. Oh. So, Jimmy didn't go for the cover there. I thought that would have been a move he could have capitalized on.
So we go for it again.
Maybe second time. No. I'm hoping we can get to learn a little bit more about this Jimmy guy. I mean, you know, the good wrestlers do they talking in the ring, but hopefully we can learn a little bit about where he's come from and why he's here.
Well, there's a textbook headlock takedown. It looks like he's wrenching him with the bulldog. Tourette's rolls him over. Oh, he's going for the fingers, Mike.
Yeah, it's quite a popular tactic amongst the down and dirty members of the roster. So, yeah, there's a lot of things you can't do without fingers.
Well, this Rowdy Valley's audience asked if he could break his fingers, so I think it's a popular move around these parts.
Yeah, these are some third-rate ham and egg types. They're a little bit like yeast in bread. So, yeah, well, they are pretty colourful, I must say.
Nice splash there from Jimmy, giving Tourette's a taste of his medicine. However, from the second rope, I'm not sure he's quite seasoned in the ring enough to get onto the top. Tourette's slows him down by getting him in the corner. And he's attacking the long base of Jimmy. A wise tactic. Oh, he's pumped up now. He's pumped up now.
Ready.
Bronco Buster. Right.
Bronco Buster indeed. Crowd favourite.
I hope people services are filling out a form backstage as we speak. Knee bar attempt. And this is just what we thought he would have to do. He went for the arm, wasn't getting it, but he seems to be going for the leg now, trying to slow Jimmy down. Oh, it pulls him down by his hair again. It looks like Jimmy's going for the arm this time.
Yeah, maybe he's scouting that patented cutter maneuver there. If you've got one arm, I mean, you can't... sometimes he swings around and flies through the air when he delivers the move, so maybe that's his tactic.
Well, I'm just hearing from the truck that he applied to wrestle as Jimmy, but on the night that he's turned up, he's calling himself Hugo Punch, if that means anything. What's going on? Who's turned off the lights?
Wow, how did he do that?
How did he get behind him so quickly? This Jimmy, or Hugo, whoever he claims to be, is one slippery customer.
Yeah, Indeed, he must be in cahoots with the production truck, I think, to pull that one off. Is he like some sort of magician?
Oh, to the throat, to the stomach, uppercut to the chin.
He's certainly taking advantage, and I think he knows it. He's given Tourette's Gamer a run for his money here, so far, so good.
He caught him with the cutter, Mike. He caught him with the cutter to the outside. That's his finishing maneuver.
Goodness, I've never seen that maneuver from that height before. Out of nowhere.
I don't know how he managed to pull Jimmy back onto his feet. What a devastating cutter from the top.
He must be out cold. I think the onus now is on Jimmy to come back from this, and if he can get anything remotely related to some offense, then I'll be very impressed. To see how Tourette's can take advantage.
Well, he's got out of the way of the stomp. He may have hurt the balls of his feet there. Where's Jimmy going?
He's going back up there.
A DDT on the apron. The devastation.
He's going back out there. Maybe he likes it rough and ready, and he knows that Tourette's Gamer has accomplished in the ring. So maybe he's trying to shorten that advantage.
A low blow out of the referee's view. That's why he went outside. He couldn't see him down the side of the apron.
He's a man after my own heart, Phil. Very, very calculated over there, and no matter how big you are, you're going down.
Well, now he's got an armbar of his own on him, and you can't win with a submission on the outside, so this is just punishment at this point. He's rolled out, delivering some strikes of his own, but he's definitely feeling that arm, Mike.
It certainly is. I think they've both been going for a similar tactic working the arms there, but we don't know how Jimmy likes to finish his opponent, so it may be inconsequential. Who knows?
Oh, side redacted leg sweep into the audience barrier there. Looks like little Billy just got some action there. Enziguri.
Very nice, very nice. And what's this? Is this?
What a hellacious elbow strike,
wow.
Mike.
He knocked him into next week.
He kicked out. Not enough.
Not enough. Not enough on the net.
And a Japanese arm drag. His moveset's all over the country. Oh no, there we go. They go with the roll through. Momentum could swing back.
Action.
And down by the hair again, slowing him down, right in his tracks. Big clothesline from Tourette's. Could this be the opening he needs?
What's he going to do next?
Punishing him up against the ropes. And a DDT, a drop kick, I'm sorry, a drop kick.
There's lots of moves. Back outside, it seems to be a bit of a pattern here. I mean, I wouldn't have fancied Tourette's Gamer to be an outside brawler, but maybe he's trying to prove something.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to take Jimmy into his own waters and drown him in them. I'm starting to learn a lot about this Jimmy character. The truck is saying that he definitely did call himself Hugo Punch when he came out from Gorilla. So I don't know if this is some sort of identity swap or if this is some sort of bit that he's playing. But either way, what's he doing now? He's mocking him. Oh, he could pay for that. Over the top rope, back to the outside. This is a nasty streak from Tourette's that we haven't seen.
I mean, this is very interesting. He's throwing it back in.
That was just for punishment's purposes. I think he knows he's dealing with someone special here. Crossbody. We've got Monster in attendance. Looks like he's arrived early for his match later tonight. He has a banging headache. Well, hopefully in the back they can get you some paracetamol, Squire. Hope you can feel shipshape for your match. Going with the roll-through neckbreaker. And a 3 count with the roll-through. Just getting it done. No ceremony here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you do it. It hasn't got to be gritty. But I'm almost tempted to call that an upset there. I was very impressed with Jimmy's offense. He took that cutter as well from 12 feet in the air down to the mat. And there might be a mat there, but there's not much give.
Not much give at all, and he took quite a lot of offense to the mat, from the inside of the ring to the out as well. Oh, and there's the terrible angle from the production crew. Now, I've been told that we've upped the age by 1 from the people we had from last week, but I don't think it's enough, Mike. I think we need older people at the console yet again, longer out of college.
I have heard they've just brought in one old guy, which has brought the average up, but let's see, hopefully, second time round, and maybe by the third show they'll get the hang of some of the buttons. Let's see.
Well, that Tourette's gamer gets a well-needed victory tonight against newcomer Jimmy. I wonder if they're going to sign Jimmy to a contract after a performance like that too. He really rung his bell. Yeah, and we've got some dancing from the boy. He's having fun.
Deserved as well.
Well deserved.
Wow.
Well, what an outcome. Well, I guess welcome to SCW, Jimmy, or Hugo Punch, or whatever they call you. It looks like we've got some calls for Jordan Peterson there in the chat. Tonight's referee is Declan Hughes. I'm afraid Jordan Peterson isn't here until later tonight.
Yeah, he is around and still in the gainful employment of SCW. No long-term action carried out by Rick McGooch there, despite his pitiful display in several of the matches last week.
Absolutely ridiculous. Let's not forget what he cost Bomp in the semi-finals as well. Not seeing him with the rope break. A basic ability of the referee is to see in his peripheral vision, and he didn't catch the rope break.
Yeah, I think. And Bomp is hungry. I mean, he wants revenge. Not necessarily on JP, but justice is what he wants. And hopefully he'll get that at some point.
Hopefully he can. Hopefully he can. So we have more matches for you tonight, folks. It looks like we've got a hashtag from Broom that I'm not going to read out loud. We've got a tag team match, actually. Broom had better get ready, between Tails and Taz versus Broom and Scalab.
Yeah, this should be interesting. A nice solid display of the action that we have in the women's division. Of course, Ira Seppet, the new Twitch Women's Champion, is not with us this week on promotional duties. So the other competitors have got a lot of room to make up, and some people high up in SCW to impress.
Correct, Micah, correct. It's the ambition of the company to stretch further and wider, and what better goodwill mission it is to send your recently crowned champions around your local sports venues and closing game stores to sign whatever it is that you want to bring. But it will have to be wrestling memorabilia. They don't want anything turning up on eBay in 20 years worth thousands of pounds.
No, that's not why we do that.
That's not why we do that. Looks like we've got some back and forth in the chat there between Taz and Broom. Hopefully they can save some energy for the match that we'll be watching in just a moment.
Yeah. And Broom, of course, is the number one contender. Yeah, the women's title after her victory over Taz last week. In tag team action, like we say, on the tape show, but they will be getting their rematch later on in the live show in a no disqualification match. So it's going to be quite the doozy. Indeed.
Remember, these matches are from earlier in the week. When we get to the main card in the Parking Day, that's when you will see it live from satellite. Thank you for the 16 months, Jude. You're keeping Rick Magooch topped up. Yes, Broom still looks like she's going for it. Here's Don't know what that was, but I like the way it sounded. But here we go. It's time to get on with the match. let's have a look to see what happened back down in Astrud between these competitors. And here comes Taz. It's time for a hoedown.
It certainly is. The fabulous Moor there is probably hungry for a little bit of revenge, and has to climb back up to the top of the ladder there. So teaming up with Tails tonight.
Yes, as jaunty as the song is, she is one to be feared. The bovine suplex machine. Let's hope she's on form tonight with her suplexes.
Definitely bovine there. Definitely bovine. But yes, quite the master of some of the well-known suplex holds.
And here comes Tails with her foam sword and her ever so catchy music.
Yeah, the darling of the SCW fanship here is once again a lot to prove after not quite getting the win in the women's title match, but it won't be her last opportunity, and I'm sure she'll grab the next one with both hands, just like the sword, which she seems to be holding in one hand.
There's two hands. She came so close though, Mike. She hit 3 Northern Lights drivers on her competitors, but Ira snuck in with the Widow's Edge just to get that victory straight up under her nose. She was so close, but oh so far on the night. Hopefully those two can meet further down the line.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. I think she's playing the right game. It just doesn't always come off in those unpredictable three-way matches. A new team there.
Here comes Broom. Now, I hope we got the permits to fire this indoors, because I'm pretty sure that this is a low ceiling with a combustible roof. We're going to find out anyway.
Cheap plasterboard, probably. Oh, wow. The neighbours of the Ashford Sports Centre are probably not alarmed. They're used to hearing munitions going off on a regular basis, I'm told.
And if it's not munitions, it's probably their cars.
Or their
Here
neighbours.
comes Broom. She's looking fired up. The medic on a mission.
Ready to go there. Top of the pile at the moment in the women's division with Ira being out here. So again, and like one of my favourite competitors, and I'm convinced she'll continue that in this match.
Well, the Irish curse has put Taz away once before. Will it put her away again tonight? Or will the cow tipper see Broom's demise? And there's an odd chill in the air, Mike. The lights are down low. And the music is turned up to 11.
Yeah. This makes me awfully uncomfortable.
Crowd don't seem phased though. Their cameras light in the way.
Yeah, this area of the world has been plunged in darkness for centuries, so I don't think the status bit rattled.
And here she comes, Mike. I don't think I'll ever get used to seeing that face, or lack thereof. That mask is haunting.
Yeah, and the slow, premeditated walk there is... I'm sure she's in a rush to get into action, but she's in a time there which must be intimidating her opponent.
Yeah, she has dedicated her life to finding out what makes people tick, what scares them the most. Unfortunately, has driven her insane, and she's here tonight to put to practice all of her teachings and learnings.
Yeah, she's pretty scary there. Hopefully she's, to pep that up to another level, she's brought some unexpected gas bills there, Phil. It just scares me.
Seems like she's having a rest before now that she's back on her feet, and she's laughing about the damage she's going to inflict tonight.
There's
what an intimidating force.
Literally no rest for the wicked there, Phil. Just a small jaunt just to help her along, but she's taking her time. But I'm sure she knows what she's doing.
And all our competitors are here in the ring. We're starting out with Taz versus Broom. The feud continues.
Oh.
Straight on the offense. And the first suplex of the night from the bovine suplex machine.
Indeed, the
Make a look at the top.
mover. Oh.
She doesn't quite have the distance, Mike.
Yeah, cows are not known for their jumping abilities. Phil, more experienced competitor would have chosen something else there. Broom's taking advantage. And while Taz is the mistress of the abattoir, I'm sure Scale Lamp's been to her fair share of slaughterhouses, and this is quite the impressing pair of people to face off. I'm quite excited.
She's got her fingers up under the glasses, raking away at the eyes. Oh, Taz drops her right on her shoulder. Makes the tag to Tails. And let's go. So it looks like she's doing here. Oh, she just throws her around. The size difference really coming into play there.
Oh. And nothing hits home like a kick in the face. Ooh.
A big club to the chest. Tails takes it. And once again, throwing her halfway across the ring.
Wow, the impact. I'm not so sure about going up top, but...
Oh, to the heart.
It worked. Smart there from Tails. And
Got another tag.
again, another new pair in the ring. Never faced each other before in SCW, so... Whew.
Or clubbing blows. She's going for the fingers. So this is the move that she learnt off Bump. She said they were in a Discord call late one night and he showed her exactly how to get to the fingers. No phrasing needed.
Different styles there, but certainly a very common approach to punishment, I'm sure. They're both as mean as they come.
Got a roll through. Got the ankle pick. And we've got the spinning knee.
Tails there with some wholesome maneuvers, but effective nonetheless. And she can hear the calls from Taz to come in and get a piece of the Broom.
Clubbing blow to the back of Broom's head.
Taz there with another suplex, hoping she can steer her team to victory tonight.
Stamping down on the fingers. Perhaps teaching her a lesson in going after people's fingers. Oh, and a chop returned. Knee to the abdomen.
There we go. Grabbing her by the hair, showing added dominance. Good, some good tag team interaction here. Oh, but she's chosen against the tag. As a cow, she's probably used to tags, but not the wrestling kind.
Oh, there's the tag that you're hoping that she would do there, and Broom is looking quite prone. I don't know if she's perhaps taken a pretty nasty knock off one of those suplexes, but she wasn't moving around very much.
Something distracted Tails there, didn't quite have the response to the Irish whip.
She go in for here. A satellite DDT onto the top rope. What innovation.
Devastating. Of course, the ring ropes not.
What is Broom doing? Oh, she's headbutting her. Oh God! I thought I was going somewhere else for a second.
Yes, I was going to say the ring ropes, much like most wrestling companies, are not in fact rope. They are airline cable, so they are as hard as they come. The more you use those ropes, the more you can hurt your opponent. A good use there by Broom.
Into a partner's corner, clubbing right hand.
This is how you tag team. You keep your opponent in the corner, away from their partner, and cut the ring in half.
Well, the Bulldog from Tails seems to have brought it back into her corner, and she's got the tag off to Taz.
Here we go. Powerhouse against Powerhouse. Wow, didn't seem to do much there, but
Another suplex.
exquisitely executed suplex there. And a little known fact there, Phil, you may know, but many of the fans won't at home. Is I did start my career very, very early on in wrestling as a part of a tag team with Mr. Mojito himself, Chico Valentino. But like all good things, it was short-lived. We had a falling out in a barber shop, and I threw him through the window. That was quite the expensive haircut. But, from then I went on as a singles, so thought I'd share that.
One-armed powerbomb from Scalab. What power on display. That story you just told, Mike, that sounds oddly reminiscent of something that happened in the early 90s in some other show.
Yeah, well, this is way back in 1983 in the NWA. He didn't really have much of a career after that, to be honest. I don't think he was quite the same. But a few demons, let's say.
Okay. There's one for you at home, folks. I would implore nobody researches that story. We'll take Mike's word on that.
Yeah, it's probably quite hard to find deep in the archives, which now no longer exists. So, good luck.
Good luck indeed.
And if you can find Chico Valentino anywhere, please tell him that he needs to get help. He's not quite as pristine and shiny as I am at my age.
Got the arm drag there from Taz, and what's she going for? A brutal powerbomb from a kneeling position. It seems no matter how big you are, you're going up through the air.
Yeah, gravity is no one's friend. So.
Tail sweeping the leg. Goes for the fingers again. Back of the head. And a flip over neck snap, just like Therese did earlier in the night.
Yeah, a good tag team name is always a nice thing to have. We can be serious or funny, but it's something that helps you set yourself apart. My team was known as the All Night Express. Good name, I thought. Really helped.
We've got a cow tipper in the ring. She picks her straight up. And she's going for it.
Oh, can she?
She can! She can. Her two best moves right back to back.
The cow poke slam there.
Broom with the save. That looked like it could have been it. A booby to booby suplex. I mean a belly to belly suplex. Sorry, got distracted. This is the elbow drop.
Wow.
Shoulder block from Scary. And the choke is in. And again. Referee doing nothing to stop this.
There's usually a 5 count there. Obviously quite smart by breaking it up and then going back in.
Cunning. Like I said on the way to the ring, she has figured out how to hurt and scare people the most. She seems to be making the most of it tonight. To her feet, clubbing right hand.
Absolutely branded her with that right hand.
Well, she returns the favour with a suplex of her own, and I don't know if Taz knows where she is. Yes, she does. Knee to the abdomen. Got a handful of hair.
I think we need to see Tails.
We definitely need to see some action from Tails here, the fresher person. She almost got the tag, but she's back in her...
very smart.
Back in her partner's
What
corner.
I'd like to see. I would expect a tag here.
Well, if she doesn't tag, I think Broom is in a position where she could probably take it for herself. What a clubbing strike! There goes Taz to the outside.
I could break a horn.
And the good doctor just slides out of the ring in one motion. Oh, her abdomen
right
driven. Dripped, trammed. I can't focus after that. Oh, and once again to the udders.
Right the calf.
Some return elbows. Declan's making quite a hasty 10 count. She's going for the choke again.
Nobody looking to get back in the ring. I think they're happy.
Someone needs to make the effort to get back in the ring, and it looks like Taz is the one to do it. Here comes the scale up. And a big body slam of her own.
Devastating. You get the sound of that impact. This sheer force she was thrown into the air there.
Loaded behind the head. Can she get the tag off?
Tails. In she comes. Oh, a double tag.
We've got the hot tag to Broom. She's missing her strikes. And a gut buster from Tails. Another short armbar. It's stamping on the face. An elbow to the gut. A punch to the gut.
Oh,
she whipped her into the referee. I'm not sure if Declan was out of position there or if that was intentional. Oh no! The production truck! How could you?
Production truck, once again. The same problems we had last time.
I don't know where we get these people, Mike.
Yeah.
Tails with the knee drop. She misses. She's picked up by her nose. Big slap across the face.
Or in the snout.
Float over neckbreaker.
Could have fooled me there. That was not the maneuver. I mean, I think I have to say the Broom and Scale Up maybe have a slight advantage. Oh,
another satellite DDT across the rope. She might have heard you. Well, I'd say she might have heard you, but this is pre-recorded. But it's certainly a bit suspect that she did that a second time after you said about the ropes.
There, and killing the potential tag dead in the water. And in comes this monster. My goodness.
A parry from Tails. Strike to the stomach. And she's doing her own finisher. She's doing her own finisher on the Alpine water slide. Could this be it? We've got a kick out. Broom seemed to have a lot of faith in her partner.
I think so.
Well, had it been her own finisher, the Northern Lights bomb, I think that might have been it. But it's a risk you always take when doing somebody else's finishers. You're not the best at doing it. You haven't perfected the technique.
Of course, the recipient is very au fait with the maneuver, so they may know how best to approach that way. And once again, we come back to the bubbling rivalry here. Oh.
And we've got the face crusher from Broom. That's her signature move. Tails coming in, and she breaks up the 3 count. That might have been it.
She calls that the blight there, Phil. An electrifying flipping face crusher. But again,
she's doing Bomb's signature maneuver again. It worked the once, do it twice.
Yanking on the hoofs there is the way to do it.
Driving her body weight through the center of Taz. And a tag to scale up.
This be it.
Kick to the inner thigh. A tight belly to back suplex.
Desperation suplex there. And she goes for the tag. Very well played. And here we go. Ooh.
Knee across the back. I think Tails is starting to feel it. And she hits her with a belly to belly of her own.
Right up there, I wasn't expecting that. And goes to the top, a flying fox. Oh!
No, something about this team. No, they don't seem to have the length on their jump.
He doesn't have the wings either of the flying fox. More a terrestrial canid. Yeah. still doing well. She's recovered.
She has recovered and she went for the salt of the earth there. Broom broke it up and she caught an elbow to the teeth for her troubles. She went back for the salt of the earth, but she's too close to Broom. Broom couldn't break it up. Broom couldn't break it up.
Wow.
Taz stopped her from getting in the way, and it looks like she's got the tap out.
Complete surprise there. A non-submission a wrestler forming a submission on one of the scariest individuals I've ever seen in a squared circle. Wow, what almost an upset, I think, and a good win for Tails and Taz.
Yes, well-deserved win there. Looks like they'll be both in the win brackets on that one. But we'll have to see how they get on when Taz faces Broom later tonight in the no DQ match.
Yeah. Revenge is a dish best served in a no disqualification match. And
that is correct. As in a no disqualification match, anything goes. Tables, ladders, chairs, shoes, hammocks, plimsolls.
Allen keys.
Everything. Okay, we're getting tangential there. So yes, what a fantastic win there for Tails. Not a submission wrestler by any means, but definitely someone who likes to use the holds to put the squeeze down on her opponent and get the most damage done before landing the Northern Lights driver, of which we didn't see tonight, but we saw a cow tipper, and we definitely saw one of those.
Certainly did.
We also saw a choke slam for their troubles also. Right, so the next match that we have on this card is Randy Random versus Cage, the rematch. And we've made sure to stay away from spoilers on this one because this was a barn burner. This was a hard-hitting, fast-paced match last week. And if I remember correctly, Random just about got the edge on Cage.
He did. It was very back and forth, but we think they can prove a lot from facing each other again, and obviously a very entertaining match. And these guys have got bright future here.
They do, both of them are vicious strikers. Cage has the size advantage, but I think Randy has the random advantage, as you could see from his wild array of moves.
They certainly are extreme styles with that commonality of that vicious striking. Cage complements that with his immense power, and Randy Random is one of the best high-flying athletes I've seen in quite some time. Some devastating aerial maneuvers.
Of course, worth mentioning at this point that Cage is the younger brother of Snaff, our Squireship champion. Randy Random followed McByrnes and Bash Brother Snaff through the Rift Gate into this reality from Rimworld itself.
Yeah, very freak occurrence here. He's made his way into SCW.
Well, we'll have to see how they get on now. The match is just about to be queued up. Yep, there it is. We've got the match. And here comes Randy Random. Exquisite mullet.
Very nice. A little, excuse me. Wow, that was a blast on the past. A little unsure of his surroundings here. I don't know why what he's reacting to, but now coming to the crowd and taunting them. He's a loose cannon.
A loose cannon indeed. Oh, here he goes. He's going to go for the audience again. No, he knows. He knows he's not supposed to.
These two bit jabronis are where they can't even see him. Wow.
Randy looks poised for combat.
He is a picnic short of a sandwich, but a great competitor.
Well, he's going to need all of the tools in his arsenal if he hopes to overcome Cage tonight, because I heard Cage in the back say that he was absolutely going to demolish Random for his opportunity to join the main roster of SCW.
I think so. I think despite his loss, he's got a lot to give, a lot to show. I think his loss came down really to the late match management rather than raw ability. So he could very easily turn the tables on Randy Random tonight and get the win.
He sure can. He's spent the week polishing his maneuvers with Snaff in the sweatbox, honing his abilities, lifting the weights, striking the heavy bag. I have it on good faith that Cage can get the job done tonight and join his brother. Main roster glory.
I have no doubt. But Random's no slouch. Like I say, it came down to who had the composure in the end, and I'm just excited. I love these guys when they get in the ring. I think they hate each other now, and I'm looking to see them take their frustrations out of each other.
I think the hate may be competitive. I think there may be a mutual respect in each other's abilities. They both hit each other with the harder shots they had, and they just kept coming. We'll see if each one of them tonight has enough to put the other away. Cage doing his final stretches, just making sure he's nice and limber.
He is an absolute unit, this guy. Sweet baby Jesus. I think he's had his Weetabix this morning as well. Let's see if he can deliver the crunch to Randy.
There he goes with a kick, and Random foils the body shot straight into the moonsault off the middle rope. And there he starts with his random striking already, Mike.
What he likes to do, I mean, it's a very strange mixture, and I mean, the next minute he can kick you in the head, and before you know it, he's flying through the air doing a triple somersault and sticking his elbow in your face. Much more orthodox style. He's just going to grab you and hurt you with his hands and his feet and his body and his head.
We got a BO hold straight away. We've got a BO hold early in the match.
Yeah,
he knows his way out of it.
He knows his way out of the BO hold. Maybe a little bit sweaty there. Maybe he's allowed to slip out.
Rolls away from the kick. And we've got a reversal there from Cage, very much the same way. Evenly matched striking, I would say. Oh, but Cage just pushes him away. Just swatting away his strikes. A knee to the abdomen and a power slam.
Very nice.
He's going for the BO hold again. I'm not sure if this was part of the game plan that he's been working on with his brother, but seems to be holding him in there for a bit longer, but not too much longer.
I mean, that's where you want Randy Ranham. You don't want him near the ropes, you don't want him near the turnbuckle, you don't want him flying through the air, you want him down the ground. There's not much use to him when he's incapacitated like that. It's lightning quick as well. It's tremendous how he can get in there with those short strikes. And
peppering Cage with those strikes.
Very interesting clash of styles.
Don't know what he was going for then. He didn't get it.
I don't think Randy does sometimes. He's a very unpredictable character.
Declan Hughes watching on. He wants to make sure he doesn't get caught in between these two.
You certainly don't. He might get a haircut himself with a swift blow to the face or something like that. Oh my goodness.
And a springboard DDT onto the apron. The second DDT we've seen on... And a BO hold of his own! He's returning the favour on the outside, but like we said earlier, you can't get the submission win on the outside. Any submissions on the outside are literally just paid punishment. And he rolls through on his own.
I'm not sure if they have deodorant in the Rim Worlds. That might have been quite rough for Cage there.
Gets him with a sloppy version of the TKO there. I wouldn't quite call that a bush slicer because he didn't swing his opponent around off his shoulders. Oh, but he catches him and strikes him to the torso. And a pop-up right hand. And a kick from Random. It's as back and forth as you can get, Malibu.
I think so. It's I do enjoy these people peering at each other. It's I feel like that a lot.
Got a double leg. Palm strikes, get in through the guard. We're up to a 6 count. Referee Declan Hughes officiating. Cage is back in the ring. And he's almost inviting him back into the ring.
Oh. Bit of respect. They're waiting for... Oh. And there's some disrespect.
That's what you get for giving respect to one of the most loose cannons on the roster.
certainly is. He may be a loose cannon, but he can certainly fire. And here we go. Up to the top rope. Wow, electrifying.
What a corkscrew splash. Going with the 3 count. Shoulder up from Cage.
Didn't think that would be enough. Oh.
Cage throws him to the ground like he didn't weigh anything at all. Kick to the body. Strike to the body and a back body drop from Random back to the outside. Springboard, shooting star press, straight from space itself.
Again, with a surprise, an amazing amount of power there to throw Cage over the rope like nothing, and then one of the most exquisitely executed shooting star presses I've ever seen. And then laying into him like he's a bag full of gone off oranges there, just unleashing his fury.
Well, he's definitely a contradiction, but it's working because it seems to have riled Cage right up. It stopped him in his tracks.
And again, he's taken the advantage. I mean, it may not be for long, but
the size advantage doesn't mean anything if you're grounded, but he gets him with a strike. And the big right hand, the hands of stone.
sometimes it's all it takes. It's one right to the face.
He's going for the knees and furiously trying to ground Random to stop his ability from leaping from the ropes. We've got some nasty ground and pound here. The elbow gets through, 2 elbows get through, and those 2 are just for good measure. He's got him measured. He's sizing him up. Oh, Random stops it with a shot to the body. Elbows from Cage. Some jabs, some strikes.
Ooh.
Big uppercut finish.
Eventually he goes down there. Jeez.
He was going for another BO hold, but Random had it scouted. Drives the neck across the back of the knee.
We're gonna see it.
We do!
Excellent.
And a kick out from Cage. I have no idea how he managed that. He looks like he's in severe pain, though.
He's taking everything that Randy's got.
The crowd are chanting, "We're not worthy," and I agree. As a match of this caliber in a sports hall, this is insane.
Yeah, they're very privileged here tonight to see these
another double leg. Continuing the punishment. Going for his brother's knee strike, and he gets all of it, and he's going for the pin. Shoulder up from Random. Reversal from Random. Just laying in the kicks.
The only thing we've not seen in Randy Random's locker is that devastating cold snap suplex, that reverse death rally driver. Difficult to pull off on Cage, but if he gets that, that might be the perfect setup for finishing.
That might be it. A flying neck breaker from Randy. We got Viking pledge in 18 months. Thank you for the 18 months. I'll go straight back into Maguchi's treasury. And here it comes, Mike.
The cold snap.
It's the cold snap. That has to be it. Cage has to be done for. And a kick out from Cage. The resiliency, the heart, the drive, the need to be on the main roster. Random's thinking about it. I'm not sure if he thinks he can reach from there. There's one hell of a weight from him as Cage gets to his feet.
Big mistake there, I think.
He's come up on his shoulder. Hot shot across the ropes. Striking to the knee.
He had him. He had him where he wanted him, and he did nothing.
He did nothing. I don't know if what the hesitation was there, if he was worried about Cage perhaps catching him when he stood up. The right hand again from Cage, knocking Random completely on his ass.
Wow.
Only a 2.5.
On both these guys is outstanding.
But he's got him measured this time. Surely this is it.
Is a storm coming?
It's not! It's not! He keeps reversing through it, and a code breaker. Cage cannot get the F5 off tonight. I don't know how Cage would pick up the win if he's going to. He's hit him with pretty much everything he has. More strikes for good measure. We've got a sweep back to the top rope. I think this is it.
Could be it. With the heat wave elbow.
The heat wave elbow across the heart of Cage. This has to be it. His eyes are closed.
Good.
Random gets the win again. Cage cannot catch a break. He could not get him up in the F5. He had him well scouted.
It was back and forth. But yeah, I think when Randy was on top, I think he did what he needed to do, and more than one opportunity there. I mean, Cage did absolutely pelt him more than once with that right hand. But yeah, that's 2-0 now. This guy's exceptional.
Guy is exceptional again. Commiserations to Cage, who goes back to the locker room defeated. However, for every loser, there is a winner, and there's our winner right now, Randy Random. Surely, though, that we're going to have to look into that metal hand of his, because surely that's not a regulation hand in this roster.
I think that's really a look there.
Well, I could imagine Rick Magooch would have his eyes on that. Seeing as he's the brother of his prize fighter in Snaff, I'm pretty sure that metal hand may be swapped in soon. But that's it for the first quarter there, folks. We're going to have a quick break. We're going to replenish our waters. We're going to let you go for some ice creams in the matinee, maybe get a flyer, and when we come back, we've got McByrnes versus Big Di Jenkins with Snaff and Di Blimsey at ringside. That's going to be a match of matches.
It's the word of the day when it comes to that match, I think. Bash Brothers have a lot to prove after being, frankly, outclassed by the lesser opponents. So
exactly.
Let's see how that pans out.
We're still waiting for the urine tests to come back for the parole models, but something to be said for McByrnes not breaking up the 3 count on Snaff after he took a Swansea bomb after taking one of those massive headbutts.
I think we have a lot more to find out about the methods there and the madness and exactly what that means for the tag team.
Definitely. Well, we're going to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we will have McByrnes versus Big Di Jenkins ready down the pipe for you. Don't go anywhere.
You can't kill me.
You can't kill me.
Oh, no, I'm stuck! Fuck! No! 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 No!
That's not what I needed.
Go back! Go back!
Get the flag.
I ain't having it. Just whack the fucking thing. Oi!
Fuck off, boy.
Yeah, get the fuck off my scooter! Get the fuck off my scooter! Yeah! How's it feel, huh? Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! That's what happens when you take things that don't belong here! Fuck off!
It always happens. So, give Musso my love and get the fuck out of my house.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I'm not got the kill for it.
He just jumped off.
Enemy down!
shit. Taz, I had him. Taz.
Fuck off.
Taz. Taz, I was insane.
Hey. I'm gonna fuck you up. You bitch. How you like that? I like them apples. What up? What up? I got him, I got him. Oh my god, I almost got my guy too.
Ooh. See? Too fast round the corner. Suck a dick!
What did you have? Oh, you had a purple stinger.
Any roaches, mate? Sorry. Fucking fancy blazing up, man, yeah? What's your name, bud? Oh, Robert Kendo, is it? Oh, don't mind me. I just want to get out. Basically, my name's Leon. Leon S. Kennedy. By the time I know.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Save me! Tell me!
Let me load marbles. Oh shit! Smell chocolate milk all over them! No! No! It's all over the mouse! No! Fucking hell! Get the fucking towels in you!
Hiya. Here's Bump. I'm gonna eat your brains and gain your knowledge. Right.
Oh fuck! Brilliant. All accepted, mate. All accepted, mate. Oh, Donkey, I did it perfect.
And welcome back, folks. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you enjoyed the Be Right Back package there, featuring most of your roster. As more clips emerge, I'm sure they will be added to the package indeed. But you're here with me tonight, and my co-host, Malibu Mike Martelli.
Malibu, baby.
Malibu,
Ain't
indeed.
no surprise.
So the next match that we have for you is McByrnes versus Big Di Jenkins, and we have some footage tonight from backstage. It looks like the Bash Brothers may have patched things up for the time being. Snaff has approached McByrnes and offered to be in his corner tonight as his manager.
It's very interesting to hear. Like I say, there was a lot of potential dissension here, and you can't quite see McByrnes' face, but I'm sure it's screwed up like a wet flannel there, but reluctantly, or maybe not reluctantly, I think he shakes his hand, and that's a good sign for the tag team champs.
That is a good sign indeed. Like we said last week, it would be unfortunate if last week's match would come between them, but it looks like it's water under the bridge for now, as Snaff accompanies McByrnes to the ring to avenge the loss against Big Di Jenkins, with Barry Blimsey in his corner. It's quite a story developing between these teams, because the Bash Brothers have been a tag team for 20 years, and the parole officers kind of found each other and somehow, some way, managed to get the win on the Bash Brothers.
Yeah, I think it leaves the legacy of the Bash Brothers intact, quite frankly. I think humiliating defeat. It wasn't, they weren't dominated, but they had an answer for everything, and with the relatively poor showing in the tournament later on, I think their reputation is hanging by a thread. So this might be an opportunity to claw some of that back. I mean, on paper, it's a shoe-in, but we will get the shoe-in tonight.
Definitely. On paper, McByrnes has the size, the strength, the skill, and the time in the ring over Big Di Jenkins, but Di Jenkins has something that you can't prepare for, and that is chaos.
Yes, indeed. Time somewhere, but not in the ring, I would say. Very peculiar tan. Quite the tan expert myself, and Big Di Jenkins has only managed to tan his face, which I can only assume is because he was buried up to his neck at some point in the sand. I have no idea. Very interesting individuals, these parole models.
Very interesting indeed. We don't know quite how they got in through the doors, but like we said, Rick Magooch was on a signing spree, just trying to build a roster for his main roster, sort of like grapplers to go against. But when he came across these two, he must have thought, well, these are cheap.
Some sort of equal opportunities post-incarceration scheme, who knows? Rick Magooch, his procurement policy is very strange.
Definitely, and they get no love from me after that display. They were biting, clawing, scratching, headbutting, nibbling, twisting, anything they could. The Bash Brothers were trying to keep it as clean as possible with their maneuvers, but they were making them sink to their levels at the numerous times during the match.
Not within the rules, but the referee allowed it, and opportunists, ever the opportunists, the parole models.
Ever the opportunists indeed. And here we have the match queued up for you. We will see how the Bash Brothers get on against the parole models in single action here tonight. The question is though, Mike, will they come out together?
Only time will tell. Which... Well,
they are coming out together, but it looks like Snaff has the Squireship title around his waist and seems to have left the tag team titles backstage.
Yeah, I don't know how to make of that, but in harmony there with that gesture. And they're walking side by side, like they are the tag team that they've always been. Very interesting.
Indeed, they may look like they walk different paths, but a friendship that has gone on for that long can only last through these troubling waters.
Exactly. And may I say, McByrnes is looking ready tonight. He's looking angry. It's the Scotch Egg Jesus. So.
He's wearing an eye patch from those multiple eye rakes from the parole officers. He may have scratched his cornea, but I'm pretty sure he said he's going to take it off and relish the pain and inflict it on his opponent tonight.
Maybe he's trying to obscure that strange tan there on Big Di by his face. Ain't no surprise.
And here come these jokers.
Wow.
And the crowd don't like them. They're hometown boys, but there's no love lost between them in the face of facing the Bash Brothers.
It's like Biker Grove gone wrong. Oh gosh.
Of course,
dancing
the crowd must recognize the lengths that this team went to get the win over the Bash Brothers last week.
Yeah, they were. They've probably learned some dirty tricks along their way, in and out of prison, in correctional facilities all across the country, for various misdemeanors. But maybe this is a sanctuary, and maybe this is where they get on the straight and narrow. But you've got a long way to go.
Definitely, and only time will tell. Maybe if they clean up their act and actually wrestle some matches using fundamentals, they'll be on that path a lot quicker.
Yeah, I wouldn't try that right now against McByrnes. I think that's not the place to learn arm bars.
He looks furious, Mike.
He does indeed. Everything to lose as well.
Throws him to the ground as if he weighs nothing. Massive strikes, not letting him back onto his feet anytime soon. And a deadlift back body drop, showing that he knows he can throw him around anytime he wants. Got a deflection there from Big Di, and a slap! A slap. He's got him through the ropes. There's a hushed silence over the crowd as they try to figure out if this is a legal maneuver or not. The crowd don't like it, Mike.
Yeah. Playing dirty.
Big man gets back in the ring. Gets his hands on him.
Doug Jenkins has got to keep the distance there. I mean, he can't get in too close. He's got to bob and weave and nip and attack and duck and dive. And otherwise, this man's going to grab you and he's going to squish you like a soggy banana.
Soggy banana indeed, as he stamps on the hand, the rolling hand of Big Di Jenks.
Indeed. Various
Sidewalk
other
slam.
activities. Okay.
Dodges the clubbing blow. He was clever to do that. That was his left hand, which is his dominant hand. God knows how much pounds per square inch was going through that. Go and hang up on the top rope.
Using the ring to its full capability. A sign of experience there.
He's going for it again.
For this time. He's got that move scouted, Phil.
He really wants to land it on him though, Mike. I'm pretty sure he knows that as soon as he gets his body weight under him and on top of Di, it's all over. And there's an example right there of the body weight driving into the back of Big Di Jenkins. He's going for it again, and a third time he misses. He's going to watch he doesn't damage that bionic elbow of his. And he breaks at the eyes again. The damaged eyes. And he's just putting the boots to him immediately. Gets out of the way of the big stomp. We're going to have a schoolboy attempt, but he probably thought, not like this.
A schoolboy error there, not capitalizing on that position.
Oh, now he's biting again the fingers. Shades of Jimmy earlier against Tourette's gamer. Another slap. And a sit-out jawbreaker for his troubles. Going for the knee of the big guy. The crowd is absolutely apoplectic with this series of moves.
Incensed indeed. Like I say, these are not the biggest fan favorites, but these pro role models, just hatred. It's almost like they know them in this part of the world.
Got him with the Welsh Dragon screw. Snaff looks happy with his partner's work. Big whip to the outside. Clubbing blow. And a back body drop on the apron. The apron's seeing more action in the center of the ring tonight, as is the outside.
Yeah, using the full extent of the ring. A wrestling maneuver there from Big Di Jenkins for a change.
They must have picked it up from McByrnes.
You don't want to fight this guy down on the floor. I mean, getting thrown around on that mat is not going to do you any good.
Well, he's mouthing off, and he just caught a massive right hand from McByrnes for his troubles. And a rolling Sobot puts a stop to that. But straight back on his feet. Got him with the panty pile driver. No, he doesn't. He rolls through. Got him in the pin. Only gets a 1 count. Big man still too much for him.
I'm going to pin him like that. Oh. Arm drag with some venom there.
And a slam by the back of the head. He's going for it again. He lands it this time, Mike. Oh, the pain. He's writhing. Can he get it again? No, he can't get it again. Not today.
Oh.
Picked his knee out from under him. And he's choked. Come on now, that's an illegal move. That's in the ropes and it's a choke. You've only got 5 seconds. What's this?
What?
A suplex! Wow. They need another drug test.
Very suspicious there.
Going for the fingers again. A slap. And he's biting him. Forearm to the lower back. Whip into the corner. And we've got a bulldog. McByrnes is really up against the ropes now on this one.
I think so.
I think Big Di Jenkins' dirty tactics has caught him off guard. He went for the monkey flip and nobody home, but he's going for it.
He's got him.
Powerbomb. That could be all he needs. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. McByrnes can't believe it. I can't believe it. Many men have fallen to that powerbomb.
Vengeful maneuver there. And the counter.
Could have been going for the love on the docks. He's up against the ropes. He's putting him back through it. Going for those knee strikes again by the looks of things. But if he does throw him outside of the ring, he lands him right next to his tag team partner, who's only witnessing the match today, but still. He puts him in safe company. Big Day Jenkins is trying on. Snaff's giving him the distance. The faith he has in his partner's abilities. Throw him up in a powerbomb. On the apron! Into the apron!
My goodness. That's how you use the ring when you're up there.
Burns turning the tide there. The crowd acknowledging his handiwork.
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, as a tag team, the Pro Models are very impressive, but and again, individually, Big Day Jenkins is impressive, but how will he fare as the match goes on? I mean, no tag partner to give you a break when you're out of breath, and I'm very curious.
I'm curious also. I'm also curious as to how Big Day is able to reverse all this big man's offenses. It looks like Snaff's trying to goad on the match. But we had it down that if McByrnes got his hands on him, we'd be all over. Oh, here we go. The strength's coming into play now. This is what we were talking about.
Yeah.
All he has to do is fire. Oh, and there's the forearm. All he has to do is fire off the offense and get it out. Oh, he's angry now.
He is angry. Throwing him like yesterday's pants there. Once again. Oh,
the X Factor from out of nowhere.
Surprise maneuver.
Which is something that I'm pretty sure Big Day Jenkins auditioned for at some point early on in his life.
Probably.
Swansea bomb, knees across the back. Go on, McByrnes.
Power there.
Into the ropes. Sorry, I'm trying to be impartial, but these gentlemen are leaving such a sour taste in my mouth, and I have to read. Oh, and a Sobot kick. A massive side kick to the withering teeth. Only a 2 count.
Not one of his main maneuvers. No impact there with the diving press.
Uranagi chokeslam.
Venomous.
What's he doing now? And a wishbone splitter from a man that weighs that much. That's how you stop someone from having babies without surgery.
Oh, he caught him.
He got him with the arm drag.
The bear hug, I think that would have been curtains there.
Oh, he's got him up by the nose. He did this repeatedly against the Bash Brothers. Such a disrespectful move.
Yeah.
And another arm drag with authority. Momentum is swinging. Oh, could he have him, Mike? Could he have him?
Is the big ring patron got him? He's got him.
Love on the docks. Love on the
no
docks.
surprise, baby.
Center of the ring. 3 count. McByrnes avenges the Bash Brothers with the love on the docks.
It was close, but he got him in the end. One
Good
step
gravy.
towards redemption for the Bash Brothers.
There's the powerbomb in the center of the ring. We had an X Factor. The Swansea bomb got blocked with the knees up in the air. And we got the Sobot kick. Which I thought would have been it right there. And there's the love on the docks. An extra special twirling love on the docks, just to make sure.
Just to make sure, indeed. That was probably closer than they would have liked, but like you say, you've got to move forward after a frankly dismal display last week, and like you say, with the Bash Brothers aligned and that one victory under the bag, I think it's one step forward.
It is one step
of course,
forward indeed.
Still due to defend the tag team titles against the Pro Models, of course, as tradition dictates. Champions losing in a non-title match, but Good win.
Good win indeed. It seems as though the audience is congratulating McByrnes there on his hard-fought win, and I congratulate him too. The sooner those boys are out of this federation, the better. Good riddance to bad rubbish is what I say.
100%.
However, we will now take you to the main event of Astrid Sports Centre. We have Bomp versus Lamb Chops, where Bomp must win in order to face Monster at a future show. Now, the stakes don't seem like, on paper, you know, it's not a title, it's not like a #1 contendership, but Bomp wants to get his hands on Monster after what him and Jordan Peterson had cost Bomp in the tournament. When he grabbed the ropes, Peterson clearly was out of position, didn't see him grab it, and that's what cost Bomp the match in the quarterfinals.
And despite there was a semblance of an allegiance between both, and Monster took full advantage of the incompetency of the referee there, and that's why Bomp wants revenge. He's gone straight to Rick Magooch and demanded that they have a match, but Rick Magooch is not letting him have it, and he's making him jump through hurdles, and Lamb Chops tonight is the very first hurdle on that step to redemption.
The very first hurdle, but by no means a slouch himself in the ring. So we've got the Cherry Rebel versus the Dragon, Tom Pentra.
Indeed. The four-string phenom versus the purveyor of punishment, Mr. Friday Night himself, against Mr. Saturday Night himself. So, an interesting matchup.
As this was earlier in the week, we have it on good authority the Lamb Chops will not be making his way from a third or fourth set at Brewhouse. He would have been fully rested and prepared and have done all of his stretches backstage, because there was no chance he was going to be double booked when he knows he's facing Bomperding.
100% focused on his wrestling priorities tonight.
Absolutely. So we've got more congratulations from McByrnes in the chat there. We've got Monster saying, "Come at me, brother." We don't have a response from Bomp yet. However, Bomp is going to be around the monitor assessing what exactly it is that happened earlier in the week, I'd imagine.
I think so, and he's definitely going to be scouting Bomp. No doubt on a warpath tonight. And, like I say, he really, really wants peace with Speedy Gonzalez himself.
He does.
Let's see how this pans out.
Well, everyone's flashes are going off, but what could that mean? It's the flashiest stresser on the roster. It's Bomperding. Stretching out himself. He's on his way. The wooden steps tonight provided by the local church. We also have it on authority that the vending machine at the opening of Astrid Sports Centre unfortunately is out of Twix.
Shame.
Shame.
I'm a double-decker man myself, but I am half up to a bit of a Twix. Despite there being two pieces, I'm not that fan of sharing them, unfortunately.
There you are, a man of extravagant tastes.
That's what they say.
And here he comes. Not hailing from any gigs today, but however, fully prepared from his time in the dressing room. He's done all his push-ups and sit-ups, and he's drank a lot of juice.
I noticed when you hear this music play there, the crowd all got on their feet. Ever the entertainer, Lamb Chops, and hopefully with the crowd behind him.
Yes, he drinks in their energy. He feeds off the audience, and without them, he said he is nothing.
Yeah, I mean, this is sort of the stakes are favoured in terms of what's to win here, in terms of Bomp. He's gone, the outcome. This is just an opportunity, but what the opportunity here is, in fact, for Lamb Chops to stake his claim for a place closer to the championship.
Absolutely. And after his showing in the tournament, you've got to imagine that he's right up there in contention. And here he comes. Fired up the crowd adequately. He's got to be quite high up in the rankings already, though, from his display. If he can get a win over Bomp tonight, then that's got to mean good numbers for Lamb Chops, but it's got to be all the heartache for Bomp if he is to have one.
He did get a win under his belt, if I'm not mistaken, and advancing to the first round. Yeah, that's right.
He did get a win, yes, but he had to use his super stunner twice in order to get it done. A move that he has not used since, might I add. It's just the special kind of maneuver you have to use if you're going to put the wrestler of Snaff's caliber down for the 3 count.
Yeah, ever a calculated individual, and obviously having both varieties of.
Yeah, the back body drop. Oh, and we got a crowd surf to the outside. Goodness grief. The outside is seeing all the action tonight. Over the Bomp to the midsection of Lamb Chops. Strike to the torso. Getting the action back in the ring. We got a rope break.
Very smart from Bump, making sure that he's positioned near the ropes.
Lamb Chops going for the early pin. Well, he knows he got to get him out there quick. To suffer the onslaught of Bump is to suffer hell itself.
Quite a sloppy cover there as well, might I add.
Oh, and a DDT.
That was scouted.
And that's a fair point from the audience too. Bump finally got a rope break call. And it happened to come from Declan. It didn't come from Jordan Peterson. So it'd be interesting to see how he would referee one of his matches in the future.
Yeah, some perfectly adequate officiating there. He's been impressive tonight, I must admit.
Yes, it's almost as if he doesn't have any agendas of his own or a YouTube page he needs to shill or anything. Oh, and there's a 2 for Tuesday size splash across the midsection. Declan in position, only gets a 1 count though.
Flying Bumper in there.
And the ground and pound.
I'm beating him like he owes him money. Oh.
There's the right, there's the left.
In there, still on his feet after those blows. And able to fight back.
Chop, elbow. What is this? A sit-out Alabama slam.
Devastating maneuver. Not seen that before from Bump.
Well, he must have added more maneuvers to his repertoire after playing the latest Yakuza demo.
Like I say, he's mixing that combination of strikes with aerial ability and all that wrestling maneuvers. It's good showing this one.
And another one, that's 2 out of 4 corners. Let's see if that develops as the night goes on.
Here, Bump.
Oh,
No
wrenching
submission.
back. What a glorious submission from Bomperding. The catastrophizing catastrophe gets thrown over the shoulder of the Cherry Rebel. And a neck breaker, certainly sure to slow him down. Nope.
Some good wrestling, I was going to say, there from Lamb Chops. A couple of
he sweeped the double leg on him, Mike. He sweeped the double leg on him. Could it be?
You know what this means?
Oh! It's the Stomperding.
Devastating maneuver in pro wrestling.
Only gets a 2 count though. Lamb has made a sterner stuff. It's that giant Welsh head of his. Bomb is ascending. Could he be going for another splash?
It's not about the instant impact with that maneuver. It's something that takes a while and it hits hard.
Super stunner! And it was well scouted by Lamb Chops. The only time we've seen that counted so far in SCW.
Excellent in-ring.
And he's immediately strumming one out on Bomp. Bomp is all strummed out. And a cherry bomb.
Sweet baby Jesus.
This could be it. His hopes and dreams dashed. 1, 2. With the heart of Bump to continue.
Bump's really determined to get a piece of Monster, and this man is in his way.
We got back and forth here in the center of the ring. Is he going for a suplex? No, it's a float over neck breaker. Another move that he shares with Boom.
Fusion there.
Giving him the stomps. He's probably telling him what he thinks of him. Clothesline blocked. Strike to the back. And over the top rope.
What is the tailored terror going to carry out?
Another DDT on the apron. That's one for every match so far tonight.
Apron DDT. The hardest part of the ring.
Oh, just stomping the chest and the back. Kick to the thigh. Float over. And a neck breaker on the hardwood floor, Malibu.
There's no way to deal with that. I mean, that's straight up laminated wood there.
Bump going for the fingers as he is known to. Knees to the abdomen.
This is a hard-hitting contest, I must say.
Got some strikes from Bump.
Oh.
Punishing blows. Punches and punches. Big kicks. He's back in the ring though.
Gosh.
And he tells him what he thinks of him.
How is he still on his feet?
Because
that hadn't happened. Wow.
The offense from Bumperding tonight is absolutely stellar, Malibu.
He's got some pretty deep pockets there, and he's reaching right in.
The DDT slows him down. Lama's got to be reeling from that onslaught of strikes and that, well, the middle finger, that's got to be insult to injury.
Yeah, I mean, that's like being heckled by a crowd.
The torso, 2 jabs, elbow to the back of the head.
Against the barricades. Oh. Crippling liver shots there.
Lamb chops hoists him up. Suplex on the barricade. Audience member seems unfazed.
Not like our Cardiff barricades. Those are the old school ones. That hurts. The 7 come from the referee. They have been up there for a while.
We're up to 7.
This is the last thing that wants to happen. The Lamb chops realizes.
We're on 8. Please don't let this end in a count-out, Bump. Come to your senses. Declan's counting it.
Enjoying this.
And oh, he's in the ring on 9.5. And a stunner! Lamb chops runs right into a stunner.
Wow.
2.5.
I thought it was over, Phil.
I thought that was over.
Very
Bump
impressive
can't believe
resilience.
it. He sweeps the leg. Sharpshooter?
Sharpshooter?
No.
No. No. It's not.
Another stomperding.
Wow.
He's letting him get to his feet of his own accord. And another stunner. He's close to the ropes. Where's he got it? Bumperding wins. Bumperding gets his shot at Monster.
Very impressive. Very impressive. Both competitors, I must say. What a match.
What a tremendous match. We saw the first ever Super Stunner reversal from Lamb Chops. I was well scouted. But unfortunately, he took 2 full-fledged stunners in the middle of the ring to seal his fate in this match.
Smart from Bob. Notice how he didn't go for it again. He adapted his style and went for the more grounded maneuver there. And with full effect, I mean, he got the win. Very impressive. What a match. That must be
impressive.
One of the best matches I've seen thus far on this promotion.
And Bump is absolutely loving the fact that he can get his hands on Monster now. And Monster's got to be feeling the squeeze because he knows that Bump really wants to get his hands on him at his earliest convenience.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had official confirmation from Rick Magooch that this will happen, but it's one step closer, so I mean, he just has to beat him to have a chance, so I'm not sure when that's going to happen. Hopefully Rick Magooch doesn't pull any tricks, because I think Bobberding is deserving of revenge.
Most deserving at all. I'm not to say that he's going to be able to call what match it is, but he's got the match nonetheless.
I think so.
That was our main event from the show that we aired to the public earlier in the week in Ustrad Sports Centre. We hope you enjoyed the first half. When we come back, we've got matches from the Park and Day live as they occur in the building. So you'll see people that you saw earlier tonight. Once again, that was pre-recorded. This is live. So they're not pulling double duty, not quite yet. So grab some water, grab a fresh snack, stretch your legs, and when you come back, we'll open our show in the Park and Day. Catch you in a minute.
Malibu, baby.
You can't kill me.
You can't kill me.
Oh, no, I'm stuck. Fuck. No. 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 No.
That's not what I needed.
Go back. Go back.
Get the flag.
I ain't having it. Just whack the fucking thing. Oi! Yeah, get the fuck off my scooter! Get the fuck off my scooter! Yeah! How's it feel, huh? Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! That's what happens when you take things that don't belong here! Fuck off!
It always happens. So give Musso my love and get the fuck out of my house.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I'm not got the kill for it. He just jumped off.
Enemy down!
Shit. Taz, I had him. Taz.
Fuck off.
Taz. Taz, I was insane.
Hey. I wanna fuck you up, you bitch. Are you like that? I like them apples.
What the? What the? I got him, I got him, I got him.
Oh my god, I almost got my guy too.
Ooh, shit. See? Too fast round the corner. Suck a dick! What did you have? Oh, you had a purple stinger.
Can you roaches, mate? Sorry. Fucking fancy blazing up, man, yeah? What's your name, bud? Oh, Robert Kendos, eh? Oh, don't mind me. I just want to get high. Basically, my name's Leon S. Kennedy.
By the time I know.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Save me! Tell me! What's not fair? What?
Let me load marbles. Oh shit! Smell chocolate milk all over the. No! No! It's all over the mouse! No! Fucking hell! Get the fucking towels in you!
Hiya. Here's Bump. I'm gonna eat your brains and gain your knowledge. Right.
Oh fuck! Brilliant. I'll accept it, mate. accepted, mate.
Yep.
And welcome back to the show, folks. Hope you enjoyed that clip show again. We will get more clips eventually, but tight operation we're running today. Tight operation. But now it's time for the main card. Live from the Parking Day. We are here in the Parking Day. We promise.
The action this time.
Yes, of course. Looking through our little monitor here is nowhere near looking at it, you know, as it happens in the ring. But our first match for tonight is WelshViiking versus Randy Random. So Randy Random has made his way onto the main roster with his victory over Cage. His 2 victories over Cage. So this is going to be his chance to prove his salt against the Destroyer, the WelshViiking himself.
And this is going to be quite the fight. I mean, I like both these guys' styles. Randy coming up has a lot to prove against some stiffer competition. But in turn, again, Viking has a lot to prove as well. Having the experience and the talent, but not quite had the opportunities to show it. So this could be very impressive, and there's a lot at stake here.
A lot of stake indeed. Of course, as we alluded to on the last show, WelshViiking might not be the largest of our competitors, but it's that low center of gravity that makes him one of the most dangerous, Malibu. He's able to lift people far above his station and drive them directly through the center of their head.
Yeah, and he's got that Nordic fury as well. From what I've seen, I mean, he's one of my favorite people on the roster here. Both of these guys looking for a cup of coffee in the big time.
Indeed, we've got 2 thoroughbred opponents here. Of course, Random being the striker and Viking being the tenacious grappler. Of course, we will have to see how that pans out as this match goes on. So they are making their way to the ring as we speak. Welcome to the show.
You know what that horn means?
It can only mean one thing, Mike. He's returned from his plunder a richer man.
Indeed. Probably a little bit of bloodshed as well.
Well, he's singing Canolan. Wearing the pelt of what he has killed to survive, and the helmet from his most vanquished of champions. A cold stare. He does. Yeah. He always looks focused. Before, like I said, for what he lacks in stature, he makes up for in ferocity and the fear that he can strike into the hearts of his opponents. They know they're dealing with someone who knows not of the F word. And by the F word, I mean fear.
Yeah. The Berserker is ready, I think. He needs to be honest, against the red-haired Reaper himself, Randy Random.
Of course, Viking suffering a stinger against Dan when he unveiled the prosciutto driver. We thought perhaps a Viking may have broken his neck or perhaps done something to a vertebrae, but as I just said, it was only a stinger. He regained the feelings in his arms a few hours later, and he's ready to compete tonight after getting medically cleared.
Yeah.
Although his beliefs in science are rather dwindling with his heritage.
Yeah, and speaking of science, this man is unknown to science. He's a strange individual. And, again, with the intimidation of the younger members of the audience, and they're wise to his tricks.
And I couldn't help but notice, Mike, he still has the metal hand, so I don't think Rick Magooch has bothered to investigate any augments that Randy is bringing to the ring.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like he's wearing it for medical purposes, so very suspect.
Very suspect indeed. We have Jordan Peterson as our referee today. Let's hope that he puts in a better performance than he did last week.
I think he's on some thin ropes.
Arm breaker and then a code breaker from Random. Viking not enjoying himself right now in the ring. Random looks to deliver a stunning moonsault.
Was it next?
Only the 2 count.
Looking at the bigger picture here, I think Randy Random doesn't really have to adapt his approach too much from cage. I mean, the striker, not his main discipline, but a powerhouse. Whereas I think Viking's probably not used to facing this type of opponent with the very unorthodox style that he has. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of homework Viking's done on Randy Random and whether he can meet his match.
As true as Random delivers his trademark random strikes into the forehead of Viking, who hasn't got any offense in so far because Random is just laying it on him way too thick, way too early, and a corkscrew body splash.
Yeah, like you say, you know, he can reel off punches like a boxer and then deliver an old school wrestling maneuver and then jump from the top rope. It's bamboozling offense from Randy.
Well, we got another moonsault there from Randy, and it looks like Vikings caught his breath. He's delivering some punishment of his own. Oh, but he's stopped in his tracks. Spear from Viking.
Devastating. Needs to go for the cover.
He's just mashing his jaw. Stamping on the arm. And again for good measure. And again for good measure. He lifts him up. And here we go, the low center of gravity coming into play already, Mike, as he hoists him up by his waist.
That's what he needs to do. He needs to keep hold of him and...
cattle mutilation. He's got him in the cattle mutilation. It's a very dangerous submission to one's rotator cuffs. That can end a career if he talks on it too hard.
Here we go. He's staying in close there. Probably doesn't have the reach advantage, I would say, as well. So he needs to get in there close. Keep a hold of him.
He's going for the 3 count already. Going for the pin. Beats and calls 2.
Solid count from JP. Good to see.
Right back to mashing on the jaw. Once again, the deadlift and the slam. Just illustrating to the audience and for the people watching at home that he is not to be trifled with. And a quick pop-up Hurricane Rana as the counter from Randy. And a soccer kick to the back. And another soccer kick from prone.
What's he got in mind here?
Snake eyes.
He's quite the slippery snake himself. Is up, Randy.
A nasty choke in the corner. Is he going to drive the... He's going to drive the knees into the sternum. Another corkscrew body splash. And an Arabian moonsault. He's in position. And a kick out from Viking. It looks like he was going for some sort of arm breaker maneuver there, but Viking had that scouted.
I mean, Viking is countering some of the maneuvers, but before he gets
over the top, Mike.
Can he capitalize? I mean, can he keep chain more than 2 or 3 moves together and keep Randy down?
Oh, and we got a big senton on the outside. No give between him and the floor. And a cattle mutilation on the outside. He doesn't have to break it. He can hold that for as long as he wants. Of course, Randy has that scouted as he gets out.
Concerned about him bridging on his neck there. I say that he didn't come out too well against Dan.
He's going for it. He's got him up. He's got him in the rage driver. He dropped him like a stack of dimes. He almost got the 3, Mike. That was as close a 3 as you can get.
It was close. It was close. A devastating finishing maneuver there, and I thought he could have had Randy there.
Yes, the rage driver's been known to stop many in their tracks. Randy got out of it. Delivers a corkscrew hurricane rana. If you're just joining us at home, we've got Welsh Viking versus Randy Random. Randy making his main roster debut against the feared Welsh Viking, and everything seems to be going Randy's way.
Oh, here we go. Heat wave.
It looks like his foot's by the ropes though, and he gets the rope break from Jordan Peterson, who seems to have learned his lesson.
I think he has. He's got as much to prove in this match as anybody, I would say. Is Dr. JP.
A massive flying boot through the air.
Viking is asking questions, but Randy has all the answers. That's fine.
And just when he thinks he has all the answers, he changes the questions. He's a very devious soul. Viking battling through. In the gut wrench. Gut buster! He's going to the top rope. Could he be going for it? Oh, I thought that was going to be the frog splash. Not quite. Kick out to 2.5. Got him closer with the Rage Driver.
Yeah, I mean, back home in the Rum Worlds, Randy is known as the storyteller. Likes to toy with his opponents and throw all sorts of wild things at them in the hopes of crushing them. But Viking doesn't seem crushed just yet.
Doesn't, and he seems to get all of that cattle mutilation on him. It seems the only relinquished to hold because he doesn't want to win by submission, at least not quite yet, as he delivers fist drop after fist drop after fist drop after fist drop. Goodness grief. Randy's skull's got to have a dent in it by now. Leg kick, elbow strike. Got him up. Into the corner, and he slings him like he's nothing.
He seems to have turned on his head this far this match, and could we see the... We do!
There it is!
Perfectly, can he go for the cover? He does. Hooks the leg.
A 2.5. He has taken everything that Viking has thrown at him, but Viking hasn't measured. This could be another Rage Driver, and this could spell the end.
Could be it. Randy, remember, is undefeated in SCW. Wow.
Viking gets the win.
What a coup. The Welsh Viking there.
A much-needed win for Welsh Viking after his showing in the tournament, proving that the prosciutto driver really is as deadly as they say it is. He battled back from a stinger. He battled back from a debut in Randy Random with something to prove, and came out on top. He got all of his shit in, as Brian Cage would say.
He clawed it back. And a successful raid there from Welsh Viking. Very impressed.
Oh, we've got the crew again getting a cut of just nothing, but doesn't matter when the next thing we see is this man in victory. Go on, my son.
Very impressive. It does seem whatever illness they had in the production truck is now spread to the arena. Hopefully we can get that sorted.
Indeed. Welsh Viking dominant over Randy Random. But I gotta say though, for Random's first match on the main roster, he really did push him to his lit. He made him put up a fight, and he made Viking pull out tools that we haven't seen in at least 16 years since the days down in Tonopandi.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he didn't look any different. He fought the same style. And he was working for most of the match. So yeah, very, very impressive. Against high quality opponent there. So well done to Welsh Viking.
High quality indeed. Welcome in, Reaper. Thank you for the 19-month subscription. That will go right back into Rick Maguchi's pocket. Let's get ready to nibble. Amazing. We're making our way through this card in good time here. We hope you're enjoying at home, and thank you for inviting us into your home. Here in attendance at the Parking Day, myself here, Phil Hawkins, and to the right of me, you've got Malibu Mike Martelli.
Ain't no surprise, baby.
Ain't no surprise indeed, and it ain't no surprise in the match that Rick Magooch booked after that tag team battle in Ustrad Sports Centre. We've got Tails versus the Scalab.
Yeah, Dr. Anastasia, the macabre medic. Indeed, it was some interesting matchups here in that tag match that we saw. This is one of them. Also faced each other in the women's title match, but Good versus Evil, I would say, is the headliner for this match. Clash in styles. Hopefully the crowd will get behind Tails. Yeah, again, a lot to prove for these guys here.
A lot to prove indeed. Tails, once again, as we keep reiterating, almost got the win in the triple threat at the premiere of SCW, but was scuppered by a very sneaky Ira who delivered the Widow's Peak. Tails landed everything she could on Dr. Anna for the pin, but she got turned around. So this, hopefully, after the tag team match as well, is another chance for Tails to get a victory over Dr. Anastasia. I'd like to thank you, Reaper, for the 100 bits as well. Thank you for contributing to the Squire Ship.
Technical staff, but always looking to improve the behind the scenes members of the Squire Ship.
Yes, it is much needed. Hiring straight out of university has its downfalls, unfortunately. It looks like we're ready. We're queuing up for the ladies to make their entrances here at the Parking Day. And here comes Tails. I believe Malibu is just getting drunker and quieter, I'm afraid. He's nothing to do with his microphone. He's supping beverages.
No idea. I'm large and in charge, baby. Woo!
See? It's a choice. Here comes Tails with her foam sword. No doubt reveling over the victory.
You couldn't hear it quite as much in the other arena, but in Day tonight with the tier of adoring fans, they really are behind our fan favourite, and hopefully good will prevail tonight. Yeah,
they really are. They're given a round of applause, perhaps for the showing that she performed in the Sports Centre earlier in the week. Standing up to the terror known as the Scalab. But there's that hushed chill over the arena again as the lights go out on everybody in attendance.
She really makes me uncomfortable, Phil.
And I'm not sure where she keeps topping up the blood on her attire from, but whoever it is, I hope they had health insurance.
I hope so.
And I believe the younglings in the production track tells me that this is some grim dubstep that she makes her entrance out to. And all I get is goosebumps when I hear this. I don't really hear music, I just hear terror itself.
Some really grimy beats there, Phil. Makes me feel like the whole atmosphere. One very twisted individual.
Twisted indeed, as she comes down here with her lantern, filled with the souls of the damned, no doubt. As everyone in attendance struggles to light their way with their phone torches. You can't see your hand in front of your face, unless you're on the commentary desk, because they keep us well lit, so you can see this guy at all times.
Where's the steam coming from? I can't quite tell. I mean, is it coming from? Yeah, it is. I thought that was coming from the scale out there, because she is one cold individual.
A manic laugh as she makes her way into the ring. She goes up those wooden stairs constructed in the early 1900s that have no doubt been in many PE classes in primary schools up and down the country, but now they have made their way to the Parking Day.
And the scale app hoping to give some physical education to Tails here, no doubt.
No doubt, as Jordan Peterson calls for the bell, and this match gets underway. Tails going right on the assault. And the super kick doesn't put her down. Scary is eating these shots, and she swats her away. Some shots of her own.
I mean, this is quite a classic tale of David versus Goliath here. I mean, I think the narrative has got to be simple. Tails has to keep moving, and stay away from Scalab, and Scalab has to keep Tails on the ground.
Well, so far so good for the Scalab, as Tails couldn't quite get away from that belly to belly and now gets a slap across the chops. She's raised to her feet, and she's thrown around into a gut buster. You can hear her coughing from here, Mike.
It's going to knock the wind out of you.
Of course, the size advantage goes to Dr. Anastasia. But size doesn't mean anything when you catch a swift size 4 to the lips.
No. You see, Tay is going to keep moving. That's how she's going to chop down the big chunk of Scalab.
Well, speaking of chopping down, she's going after the knees. Now, we know that Tails, while not a submission expert, will spend so much time on limbs in order to incapacitate her opponents that are bigger than her. Sometimes they might just tap out just to get out of the ring, to ice their poor injuries.
Surprise power there from Tay.
It's that low center of gravity. Of course, when you've got the ropes behind you, as you know full well, Malibu, like, the ropes can take a lot of pound pressure off them, but Scalab eats the shot and gives one back of her own.
That's right, Phil. And then the equalizer, the powerbomb. It is.
A powerbomb over the top rope. Now, if Tay's ribs weren't injured from that gutbuster, surely they've got to be injured from taking that powerbomb over the top rope.
And I mean, these are, of course, Phil, these are trained professionals, but there's no way of professionaling your way out of that. That must have hurt.
Absolutely. The old adage of they know how to fall means nothing when you're thrown from the ring to the outside, flat on your back. Back in the ring for good measure, the power on display. Tay is getting ragdolled here by the Scalab. The tilt-a-whirl. She's going to the top rope. Definitely something that's not usually in her repertoire. She's calling her to her feet.
Fighting with Tails there.
Oh, and the bionic elbow off the top rope. No wonder she was waiting for her to get onto her feet. What a clubbing blow to the top of the head.
A Lizzie Borden type axe handle there. Very impressive maneuver.
Once again, another twirling power slam. Got a jawbreaker, hopefully to even out the odds here. A snap suplex. Good thing it wasn't a full suplex, if Vertebrae probably wouldn't be able to take it after that powerbomb.
And like I say, Tay's got to be quick, but she also needs to be cunning. Fox-like cunning, if you will, and she's got to have an answer for Scalab.
Well, she just hit her with the flying fox, but only gets a 2 count. And a neck snapper. It seems to be a go-to combination that she's using to try and keep the Scalab down. Attack the neck, attack the feet. It's a top and tails, if you pardon my pun, a rudimentary attack that she's doing.
It's very impressive.
Tails kicks out at 2. She's got dropped on her face, but hopefully she can rally back from this. But the Scalab has got her poised.
Exasperation from the crowd there. They knew this was coming.
The impact on the Alpamere water slide. Tails doesn't weigh that much, but the ring surely felt the impact on that one. And a 2.
Everybody on their feet there once Tails kicked out. Fully behind the People's Champion, if you will.
Got in a sort of camel clutch type maneuver with the knee across the back. Really wrenching on the back after that powerbomb over the top rope. It looked like it was close, but no cigar. Oh, big elbow stopping Tails.
Letting her down straight away there. Wow.
I'm not sure what we just saw. That was some sort of horizontal cruise missile of an elbow strike. And a kick out at 2 from Tails. I wouldn't expect anything less from this tenacious wrestler.
This is where Scalab can make or break. she's got to capitalize on these moments. Tails is not going to stay down for long.
She does as she stamps on her gaming hand. And there's a jawbreaker. Just as you said, Mike, she won't stay down for long, and it seems like she's trying to rally back with a gutbuster of her own. And a senton.
Tail first there.
And another jawbreaker.
She's got that manhandling scouted there. And
a belly to belly. The low center of gravity coming into play. Twisting codebreaker. Twisting codebreaker.
She capitalized.
She has to. It's a signature maneuver. Between that and the Northern Lights bomb.
A lot of time taken there.
It gave her too much time to recover. A 2 3/4 from Jordan Peterson, who in all fairness was in position and counted it down the middle.
He was in position.
Northern Lights bomb sidestepped. A big back body drop. Targeting the back and the ribs of Tails once more. Which really is the narrative of her onslaught tonight, Mike.
I think so. I think so.
Stomping on the gaming hand once again. Your RGB setup means nothing if you can't use it. And she's going for it again.
Vicious. Taking her time, I notice.
Absolutely. And making sure that she knows that the crowd are absolutely beside themselves with this. Reversal. Strike to the torso.
Crowd fully behind Tate.
A DDT.
DDT.
And a rope break immediately. A rope break that Jordan Peterson sees once again, and we think he's been taking his job seriously this time. Oh, and we got a bow and arrow stretch. Going after the hand again. Pinfall attempt from the scale up. 2 3/4. My God, this match is punishing.
It's close. It's close.
Irish whip into the corner.
That's what you want. Relentless. No stopping. I mean, you don't want Gail to overdo it, but she needs to keep on top of Tay. And she needs to fight her pace.
She absolutely does. She's got her up again. Dropping her on the ribs, which has been the focus of her attack for most of the night. And yet another journey to the top rope.
Could be her undoing.
She's calling her to her feet. Oh, that looked like a knee or some sort of elbow strike off the top. My God. This could be all. And another kick out from Tails.
2 there from JP.
And Enziguri. And Enziguri from a powerhouse. Oh, a quick reversal. And a senton bomb.
This is, I don't know how to call this. This is, they're both doing what they need to do. Which is why it's so close.
Exactly that. But Tails has got her in the middle of the ring. And a code breaker from the middle of the ring. Hopefully this is it. A
The ocarina driver there.
It's not singing her tune tonight, but this could be all she needs. The Northern Lights driver. She's got her up. Northern Lights driver. I thought we had a queen in the north, but we don't. She is kicked out of everything she's thrown at her.
The crowd fully behind this match. They don't want it to end. Can't have long to go, I must say.
Oh, JP almost counted the 3 there, but it was as if Tay couldn't let it happen there. It was on instinct. Oh, this might be it, though. The back. She's been focusing on the back and the ribs all night. Surely she can't take this. Surely she can't take any more. She's holding on, no. She held on, Mike. That looked like it was cinched right in.
That's no fortitude there from Queen Tay-Tay.
Running Bulldog. Momentum swinging once again in Queen Tay-Tay's favour. Armbreaker. Salt of the earth. And it's tight.
Devastating painkiller submission there. And she's capitalising. And the crowd are on their feet.
She used her momentum against her there for the toss through the air. She struck herself against the ropes. Tight back body drop, nice and low to the ground.
They can scale up rowing there.
She gestures to the crowd. And they love it. Sweep of the leg, stamp to the back of the head. Everything's in Tay-Tay's favour. The arm bar. She's been working on the arm all night. She's worked on this arm all night. She's got it. She's got it, Mike. She's got it. The Ocarina driver, the Northern Lights bomb. Couldn't put it away, but she'd been working on the arm all night, and it was the arm bar that got her the win in the end.
Well, pour me a drink and tell me some lies. She pulled that out of her locker there. Traditional MMA maneuver there. And sometimes you've got to do the extraordinary to beat the extraordinary, and I'm very impressed there. Well done to Tay-Tay.
What a tenacious match. I'm pretty sure if any hack out there on Twitter who thinks that highly of themselves in the wrestling sphere would give that a rating, I'm sure it'll be a 6 out of 5.
I don't know how that's possible, but I hear it does happen.
And once again, the production truck not getting the adequate replay footage that we need. But never mind. We are here to watch it live, here from the Park and Days. The audience are on their feet to celebrate with Queen Tay-Tay. The Queen of the North strikes again. Her second victory in a week. Oh, she's very feeling excited. It, Malibu. She's very excitable.
And the people up there in the cheap seats, just as excited. It's quite the arena.
Absolutely. What a match, folks. What a match. And it looks like the audience at home on the social media stream are enjoying that. We've got some emotes. We've got some Go Tay-Tays. We've got a Let's Go in all caps. And we have a request to fire the interns. We will see. We will see.
Yeah. We're not in charge of the disciplinary process at NCW.
We're not. We can only impartially make suggestions. Say, you know, get rid of certain people, perhaps. And you know what management does with that information is what management does with that information.
I'm not a human resources person. When I see HR in the hall, I walk to the other side. Coming back contact. Scary individuals.
Well, I suppose this is why you're not on social media also.
That may be the case.
Well, what a thrilling match that was, but now it's time to bring in the beef once more. The Batch Brothers versus the Parole Models in a title match for the Squireship tag team titles. We got McByrnes and Snaff versus Barry Blimsey and Big Di Jenkins.
A reluctantly earned title shot there, as per the rules and tradition in wrestling. Is if you beat the champions in a non-title match, you do get a title shot, and somehow people allowed this to happen. So let's see how this transpires.
So earlier in the night, McByrnes beat Big Di Jenkins in a hard-fought battle. Big Di Jenkins not painting himself in the best of colours with his devilish tactics, biting, scratching, gnawing, pawing, going after the wounded eye of McByrnes, who is wearing an eye patch for his entrance so the lights don't hurt his scratched cornea. But Snaff and Di Blimsey were ringside, were checking to make sure that the action was called down the middle. They didn't get involved, so hopefully that they've saved their energy for tonight now, and if I'm a betting man, McByrnes and Di Jenkins will let them start and hopefully take it easier on themselves as the night goes on.
I think so. And And again, the redemption arc is fully underway. McByrnes has taken a step forward, and now it's time for Snaff to do the same thing. Very similar outcomes last week, so there's a lot to pull back.
A lot to pull back indeed there, Malibu. And the tail of the tape as we have it, we've got the parole models to the left and we've got the Bash Brothers to the right. Once again, though, Snaff has been re-kitted to be the face of the company. They're covered in logos and embellishments put upon him by Rick Magooch to perhaps sell merchandise and bring eyes on the product. No longer looking like his fellow Bash Brother.
Yeah, it's this new look, but he also needs new fortunes to come along with that. And probably a little bit of animosity, I would say, towards the pro models after last week. And this is a great opportunity for Snaff as well.
Of course, Snaff made it clear that he was in for keeps with McByrnes earlier tonight when he was seen approaching him backstage to offer his hand as his manager for his match against Big Di Jenkins. I'd say tonight, sorry, it was earlier in the week. And they have come to an agreement, so hopefully if they can win tonight, they can continue as the dominating champions that they have been so far.
I think so. Like I say, they need to be a unit tonight. So hopefully that is the case, and unity is the word of the day.
Unity is the word of the day indeed. And hopefully the Bash Brothers can get off some of that tandem offense. There's a lot of weight to put through boys who aren't exactly built for this sport.
Yeah, it's a giant's world, and they might have a giant appetite for psychoactive substances, but they couldn't meet their match tonight.
And that is yet to be seen as we take it live now to the Park and Day as the teams make their entrances. First out, the challengers.
Did I just see a bottle of Aftershock fly across the curtain there?
I think you did. I think you did. Look at these boys. Full of vim and vigor. They're going to need it if they're going to face up to the onslaught of the Bash Brothers.
I think so. They need real armor, let alone beer armor, I think, but we'll see what happens.
Now, any showmanship of this caliber from anybody else would get the audience whipped into a lather, but they're really not happy to see these gentlemen tonight.
And yeah, neither am I. Some disgusting individuals, and like you said earlier, I'd be glad to see the back of them.
Yes, I wonder what venomous wrestling they will inflict on the Bash Brothers tonight. I don't think there's anything else they could possibly do unless they took their boots off and went after their toes, Malibu.
I think so. Despicable individuals. Speaking of despicable,
here come the champions.
Here comes the bacon.
And Snaff is wearing his title tonight. He has put the Squireship down in favour of the Tag Team Championship. That's a promising sign, Mike.
Yeah, and the gesturing is on. They are synchronized. They look ready.
Look ready indeed. McByrnes still wearing the eye patch from the scratched cornea he suffered last week, as he had his eyes raked upon furiously in the corner. There no further injury reported from his match earlier in the week against Big Di Jenkins. Boys,
the intent is there in their walk.
Most certainly is. Those belts are looking shiny and expensive also.
Shiny indeed. Bit of spittle on those shoulder pads, I think. Could do with a touch of paint, but both competitors look ready.
And of
Expect
course,
short work.
This is for the Tag Team Championship. You can see the SCW logo emblazoned on the side panel.
Very beautiful. Never managed to become Tag Team Champion myself, but may I say they are splendid looking belts.
Bash Brothers look ready to do battle. Referee Jordan Peterson takes the titles off them to start ceremony of the show.
Just make sure that the parole models don't get their hands on them. The value of those, they might just take that. It's probably more they're getting paid tonight, I would say.
I would half expect them to see half-inched and sent a cash generator by the morning. He went after the referee! Oh. He's trying to get disqualified or something. This is his big opportunity, and he goes after the referee like that. What a despicable man. Snaff giving him a taste of his own medicine there. Pummeling blow to the side of the head.
I think despite everything we've said for the last 2 hours, I think they might have garnered a few more fans there with that strike at JP. Looks
a
accidental.
Massive judo throw. Oh, but what's oh, he's biting the ear of Snaff, and he's pounding his head. Get that man a tetanus shot after this show. Goodness grief. Have some respect, man. To encourage a rabies shot. These guys are vicious. A whip into the corner from the more talented of the two, and the educated knees making their way into Big Di Jenkins's ribs. Oh, a boot into the rib of Snaff for his actions.
Old Factor 50 Jenkins there, laying on the headbutts.
I'm pretty sure he's only applied fake tan to his face tonight, Mike. The rest of him is just some uneven tanning.
Maybe he's scavenged some from the bottom of a bin. You'd think he would go for the arms first, but seeing as he wears most of his outdoor gear in the ring.
Straight into the panty pile driver. He got him right on the top of his head with that one. But the big man's going to the top rope now. Oh, he pays for it with the knees up. But that couldn't have felt good for Di.
He went for the petty faloo there, but he wasn't home.
Got him by the base of the skull. And with disdain down to the canvas.
Speaking of going home there, I think he just sent Grimsey to bed without his supper.
It's up on his shoulders. Across the ring. And a hot shot off the top rope. But as you said earlier, those aren't ropes per se. They're cables. Is that correct?
In traditional fashion, those are airline cables, and they hurt.
Jordan Peterson getting in the way of McByrnes there before he can get the tag into Snaff. Who once again still is dressed in his repackaged attire, but his moveset, by the looks of things, is still that of his old self.
Yeah, he looks the part as the self-proclaimed most professional wrestler, and slightly less professional here is McByrnes back in the ring now.
Oh, he had him scouted. Perhaps that's something that Big Di told him about backstage. But the size difference is way too much. Scouted that one as well. Perhaps the speed disadvantage from McByrnes playing a factor
Essentially,
there.
no effect there with that shoulder press.
And a terminating knee strike to the forehead. Got his shoe zones up in his chest and push him off. Burns beats him to the punch with the grapple and a vicious snap suplex. Tagging in his partner. Let's see what Snaff can do.
Tags from the Battlers tonight. It's it's reassuring. That's old school tag team cohesion there.
And the educated hands and feet are snapped after the sidestep. They're only doing a little bit and then tagging out. I think this is good for their longevity.
I think so. I think stamina's not their strength, so it makes sense. Maybe they've had a lot to learn from last week as well.
Yes, much more teamwork on display here. They're looking far more together as a unit than they were last week. Prepared for perhaps opponents that they had undermined and not quite taken as seriously as they should have.
Say now, perhaps respect.
Oh, and he gets him up with the spike DDT. Perfect time to tag him in. I'm not sure Snaff even cares if Blimsey's going to get tagged in at this point. There's still somebody... Oh no, he's got him with the slap. I was about to say somebody else for him to hurt just as much. He's raking the eyes. Come on, Snaff, reverse it. Oh, and a knee strike to the head, just like Snaff. No doubt sending a message there.
beating Snaff at his own game there before going to the top.
And a knee across the chin. He's fuming. It's like he's asked him for 50p for the phones and he said he doesn't carry change when he knows damn well he can hear it in his pocket.
I think so. And notice
50p for the phones is actually for White Lightning. Everybody knows that.
Usually is. I noticed Billy Bunter's sporting a new Billy Bunter there is old Blimsy. A la 2002. That's quite impressive. Obviously couldn't afford the peroxide for the fringe.
Of course not, but that's definitely a look that I remember back in the Nokia 3310 days. We all thought we were cool.
Certainly cool. Very short lifespan here.
Oh, punishing blows from McByrnes. And a shoulder claw.
Of short lifespans, I think McByrnes is ready to rip his shoulder out.
And a whip over the ropes. He misses him with the strike. He's lifted him up, and the backdrop on the apron, the hardest part of the ring. He lifts him up by the base of the skull immediately. Makes him taste the floor of the parking day. Oh, but what's this? Back to biting. And then now he's mixing the blood.
Like a poorly raised 5-year-old there from Blimsy. It's not very respectful.
No, I expected just as much from these scoundrels. Perhaps a little more technicality. We saw a suplex and an actual move from Big Di Jenkins earlier in the week. So this is Blimsy's chance. Oh, he gets thrown by his chin into his partner's corner.
I'm being told that McByrnes has made a spreadsheet tonight of all the ways that he can hurt his opponents, and I think that was one crossed off the list there.
He's gone for the injured eye. And now he's biting the fingers, the spreadsheet typing fingers of McByrnes. He rolls him over, elbow strike. He perhaps learnt that from his partner.
Be careful there, you might damage that transfer logo on his elbow pad that he probably paid a lot of money for.
Oh, he's perhaps taking him to the corner for one of their patented Bash Brothers bashes. Not quite yet. A snap, mate. That is the most wrestling we've seen out of Big Di Jenkins tonight. And a roll-in Sobot. Someone's been watching UFC on YouTube.
He escaped the grapple there, McByrnes, which is surprising.
It was the swat and the speed of the kick. I think it took McByrnes by surprise and he wasn't quite levied and engaged, ready for action. Some spiteful strikes on the ground. McByrnes really needs to get a foothold here. He can't let this momentum carry on. And a bulldog takedown. It isn't pretty, but he gets the job done and straight into stomping the chest of the big man. And again, knowing damn well he needs to keep him down on the ground, but he doesn't succeed. He finally gets a shoulder block. He must be exhausted.
There's a chance for a tag.
Gets the hot tag.
And it's made. And the two cue balls in the ring. Building up quite a rivalry already.
Inside out with the clothesline. Rolls him over. He knows no one can get dropped like that and come back from it. But it's just a 2 count. Big Di Jenk knew that his partner would tap out. A kick out, sorry. Hush from the crowd. Swinging neck breaker. The elegance. The finest neck breaker I've seen tonight.
The crowd did not oblige. They're still
Boot slicer! Boot slicer just out of the center of the ring, and he's in the middle of the ring, and he looks like he's calling for the Kryptonite Crunch. He's got him hoisted. Oh, and he got him with the Kryptonite Crunch. But is he too close to Big? He's too close to Big Di Jenk, who gets him with the rolling Sobot this time. McByrnes is back in his corner. Di Blimsy has taken a Bush Slicer and a Kryptonite Crunch for his troubles tonight.
Oh, a couple of more moves he can take, Phil. And I think Snaff was obliging there. Didn't quite pan out.
Yeah, so they know they can't let the big men get it. Oh, a nice parry there. Knows he can't let the big guys get a move off on him. Beans is melon off that top rope. And an even uglier bulldog from Blimsy. My disdain means I'm mixing their names up, Mike.
Yeah, that's certainly a sign of rage there, Phil. Perhaps in the next break we can go both take a walk.
Definitely have to walk this one off. No matter the outcome. These moves are disgraceful. I mean, they get the job done, but at what cost? Your honor? Your pride?
Dignity.
And another sloppy bulldog out of the corner.
Every move is like a blindsided shiv attack, and it's devious. But
he's eye raking him into his corner, and another snapmare, and a soccer kick to the lower back.
Jordan Peterson passive there. A little bit concerning.
Just letting the eye rakes go.
Yeah. Every man has his price, and I'm sure...
He went for the punt! Oh, and he went for some sort of super kick, but he didn't get it, but he got a knee off instead. Snaff was very, very in danger of getting his head kicked clean off. Oh,
it's not a wrestling maneuver there, but a running kick to the face is devastating no matter what discipline.
He's got him in some sort of rear naked choke there. It's very, very tight. But an elbow gets him out of it. The flexibility on display from Snaff there. He must have been doing his yoga. Big chop, kick. Oh, he needed that, but he got him reversed. He needs to tag in the big man now. Gets another reversal.
You can't quite capitalize on any of the moves. Grimsy's always finding a way out of something. Oh,
a maneuver.
Nowhere.
He got him with a wrestling move. I'm pretty sure Snaff didn't even know that was coming.
Quite the move as well.
Big Jank picks him up to his feet, gives him a slap.
Disrespect.
Oh, and he got him with the X Factor. That must
Pop
be his
idol,
new
as they call it.
signature. Yeah, Pop Idol. A Britain's Got Talent, whatever it is that people watch these days.
It's something. It's not illegal.
He got him with the 3. Once again, McByrnes did not come out to help him. A clean 3 count in the middle of the ring against Snaff. What does this mean?
I mean, that was from nowhere. How? How do they do that?
How do they keep winning? This is disgraceful. There's no way that they could come back from the beating that these two put on them. You had a beef slicer. You had a kryptonite crunch. There it is. But it was one X Factor and no interruption from McByrnes that cost them the match.
I think it was more than time that Snaff made a tag there, but you are right. I mean, just standing there.
I am in shock. We have new tag team champions. The crowd are booing. Jordan doesn't even want to give him the belt. This is awful. This is a travesty, and the entire SCW universe is letting them know it.
I don't know what to say.
There is nothing to say. Expect to see those belts in your local pawn shop tomorrow. What an absolute farce. Snaff once again takes the pinfall for the Bash Brothers, and once again McByrnes did nothing to stop it. I don't know where we go from there. I don't know how he didn't kick out. There has to be something macabre happening. So they must be doing something to the Bash Brothers. I don't want to over-speculate, but maybe they're spiking them with something. Like, there's no way that with their level of technique and experience that they can get one over on seasoned professionals like that.
Surprising. I really don't know what to say.
I am beyond the... Oh, I'm just... Oh. There's a taste in my mouth.
They're definitely their bogey team are the new tag team champions, the parole models. I wonder who's next for them.
Wonder who's next indeed. Of course, the Bash Brothers have been champions for so long, there's every chance that they could get an immediate rematch off the back of this. We will have to get confirmation from Rick Magooch after the show, perhaps. No doubt he's going to have words with Snaff after this.
Yeah, I'm sure they're on their way right back to the backstage area to protest that.
Perhaps so this is a chance for some fractured friendships, or perhaps a new partnership in SCW to step forward and try and stop their reign of terror, because if the Bash Brothers have fallen, there's an opening for perhaps a new dominant tag team, but that remains to be seen.
Civilizations fall, new civilizations rise, so uncharted landscape in the tag team division. We haven't seen many tag teams, so we don't know what's going to spring up, so
yes,
it's exciting.
The Bash Brothers are 0-2 in SCW, and their titles have been lost. They looked very promising in the early phases of the match, but somewhere down the line it all crumbled, and I'm pretty sure, pending an investigation, we will find out more about how that occurred. But for now, guys, we're going to go to our final break, and then we have 2 matches for you. We have Broom versus Taz in a no DQ match, and then we've got the 10-man rumble for the #1 contendership for Dan's Twitch title. So bear with us, short commercial break, and we'll be back.
The first ever Squire Showdown.
Squire Showdown, indeed. We'll be back after a word from the competitors in the numerous clips upon their channels.
I'm on the rocks, baby!
You can't kill me.
You can't kill me.
Oh, no, I'm stuck. Fuck. No. 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 No.
That's not what I needed.
Go back. Go back.
Get the flag.
I ain't having it. Just whack the fucking thing. Oi!
Fuck off, boy.
Yeah, get the fuck off my scooter! Get the fuck off my scooter! Yeah! How's it feel, huh? Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! That's what happens when you take things that don't belong here! Fuck off!
It always happens. So give Musso my love and get the fuck out of my house.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, I'm not got the kill for it.
He just jumped off.
Enemy down!
Shit. Taz, I had him. Taz.
Fuck off.
Taz. Taz, I was insane.
Hey. I'm gonna fuck you up. You bitch. How you like that? I like them apples.
What up? What up? I got him, I got him, I got him.
Oh my god, I almost got my guy too.
Ooh. See? Too fast round the corner. Suck a dick! What did you have? Oh, you had a purple stinger.
Can you roaches, mate? Sorry. Fucking fancy blazing up, man, yeah? What's your name, bud? Oh, Robert Kendo's, eh? Oh, don't mind me.
We're back, folks, after the upset of the century, after the upset of the millennium, the Bash Brothers losing to the Parole Models.
So SCW, the S in SCW doesn't mean surprise, but every match seems to bring one. And I'm mixed emotions. I'm excited and also terrified that those guys could pull off a win against any sort of established competitors in in this roster. I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say neither, but as I said earlier, perhaps this is an opportunity for a new team to rise and take on the might of the parole models and whatever it is that they seem to be doing to our cherished competitors.
Having spent a long part of my life in the locker rooms, I have no doubt that allegiances are being formed as we speak. But let's see what happens in the coming weeks.
Let's see what happens in the coming weeks indeed, but for now we have a no DQ match in Broom in the Room versus Tazalicious, and I hope beyond hope, Mike, that this could be the end of their sorry feud, because I believe that these are competitors that could probably benefit from working together a little bit more.
So, potentially so. And with the added stipulation of no disqualifications, also no countouts, you'd also expect no bullshit, so let's hope that this score is settled once and for all.
Of course. So we've got no DQ, no ring outs, no time limit. There's just going to be the opportunity for all sorts of bloodshed in this one. Whatever it is that their hearts desire, if they can get their hands on it, it's legal. The same can't be said for the parole models.
It's true, although there are no disqualifications. I very much doubt that Broom will be allowed to bring a bazooka to the ring, at least not an armed one. But I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a milk bucket brought to the ring from Taz.
Of course. Hopefully she can milk a victory out of tonight's showing. That is yet to be seen. But once again, while we wait for the competitors to get ready backstage, thank you for inviting us into your home. Thank you for everyone in attendance here tonight at the Park and Day, where we have a staggering attendance of 112.
Yeah, it looks a little fuller, but you're the man with the facts. I'm just here to talk about the wrestling.
Yes, we put everybody into the hard cams, so opposite the ring and towards the ring is where the density of the crowd mostly is. On the outskirts, not so much. But that's production for you. But hopefully squaring back and doing these house shows in Astrid Sports Centre and the Park and Day aren't too jarring in quality for our audience, considering the launch was at the Motorpoint Arena in the Squire Arena.
Yeah,
Twitch
I
Arena,
thought
sorry.
that the limited variety of faces in the crowd was due to the poor gene pool, but like I say, you're the man with all the facts.
It could be a mix of both. Of course, this stream brought to you here by Let's Talk Men's Mental Health. Search on all appropriate social medias for the links to that. And here comes Broom. She's got the bazooka, Mike. I'm not sure fire marshals will be too happy about this one.
Oh, no, like I say, I'm sure the health and safety regulations in this arena are much more stringent.
Yes, there's a lot more cloth here.
The very flammable Park and Day arena. But, she puts it down, which is good. It's a good sign. I couldn't trust Jordan Peterson to take control of that situation should that have happened.
No, of course
Here she
not.
comes, the #1 contender for the Women's Championship.
Yes, win or lose tonight, she does not lose that #1 contendership. This is merely unfinished business, and hopefully it can be finished tonight in a no DQ, no time limit match.
Looking to turn Tazalicious' career here in SCW sour.
And judging by the music, it's time for a hold down, and here comes Taz.
Here she is with a cowbell, looking for the support of the SCW herd tonight. And we're fully behind her.
Absolutely fully behind her. The bovine suplex machine that put on some amazing artistry and suplexes much earlier in the week in Astrid Sports Centre. Hopefully tonight she can rattle off a few more and get the victory.
Yeah, it's rustle up a win here. I'm sure once the #1 contendership is settled with a title shot, which will be coming soon, I'm sure Taz is waiting right behind Broom for a victory, and this is a good statement to make to to get there.
No, it needs to be settled that technically they're 1-0, but if you count the tag team match, they would be 1-1.
Yeah, that's correct.
Based on the teams they're on, so it depends. All depends on how you look at it. They could either, best of 3 it tonight, or it could be one apiece, depending on who wins.
It could be, and obviously an emphatic victory either way could send this feud out to pasture for once and for all.
A magnificent suplex dropping Broom on the back of her head. Now Taz going to the other side of the ring. It looks like she's just happy to taunt there. She takes a right hand for her troubles. I think Broom's talking some trash there. And a backdrop on the apron. Just about every match we've seen in the last 2 events have had that, Mike.
Yeah. They all know that it's the hardest part of the ring, because everybody else keeps telling them outside of SCW, so they're learning quickly.
Throws her across the arena as she makes her way around back into the ring.
Of course, this fight can go outside and it can stay out there. I mean, you can't defeat your opponent outside the ring, but there's no pressure to get back.
Beat her to the punch there, or should I say beat her to the chop. She going for the satellite DDT, and there it is, the satellite DDT across the top rope. Broom ascending from the heavens, dropping her ass across the chest of Taz.
Taz determined to kick out there in this high-stakes contest.
She runs through her like it's nothing. She runs through her like a fake wall at Takeshi's Castle, and a big splash for good measure. Oh, the strength, Mike! The deadlift off the ground and the military press overhead. It dropped onto her stomach.
Such power there, such power. And capitalizing, going for the legs. Again, Broom probably the quicker of the two. As we keep saying, this is that's the way to immobilize your opponent and fight the match at your pace.
She hits her with a throwaway muplex there. And gets her with a discus punch. Shades of the late Scott Hall. Got in some sort of modified camel clutch.
An overhand from Broom.
She's got her up on his shoulder. What strength! And a hot shot off the top rope.
Disappointingly in it, not going for the Oklahoma Stampede.
Of course. Oh, it dropped her on her face. Kicked her in her face. Nice sidestep there from Taz. A booby-to-booby suplex.
Another suplex there. Taz is 100% an expert in her field.
But is she going to chew the cud? Or is she going to get some purchase? There it is. Massive bionic elbow.
She made Broom ruminate on that one.
T-bone suplex to Broom. Another splash.
A 15-ouncer, I believe.
She got the boot up. Elbow strike to the torso, followed up by a series of strikes. A cow tipper early. A cow tipper early in the match.
Key.
And a kick out.
Got a ribeye on victory there tonight, Phil.
Well, it looked like she would have it for the 3 count, but Broom, being as devilishly sneaky, sweeps the leg and drops a senton. Taz rallying back. Another booby to booby. She's calling for it.
Cow poke slam. Are we going to see it?
No, reversal from Broom. Shades of last week at the opening event. Kicks her in the inner thigh. Shot for good measure. She's got her rallied against the ropes.
Devastating shot there.
Oh, the massive headbutt. The crowd are absolutely loving the punishment she's inflicting on Broom.
She's bullying her at the moment.
Once again, feat of strength.
Picked her up like a mince pie.
Showing the crowd exactly who's in charge.
A half a breast slam there. Oh.
She didn't
And the
get
milk
all
splash. The milk splash missed there by Taz.
We've got unorthodox Fez press from Broom. And another senton.
U2 press.
A nasty strike to the back of the arm.
I don't see these competitors taking advantage of the no holds barred stipulation here. They're keeping it firmly in the ring.
They are. They're probably chambering it, and there's the Irish curse.
Not enough.
And another drop of the ass to the torso of Tazlicious. Punishing strikes. And a reversal. Cow tipper.
Cow tipper from nowhere.
Could this be it? It's only a 2.
Direction there from Broom. And here it comes.
She's going for it again. Hopefully she can get all of it. She got all of it. She planted her through the canvas. She's dragging her into the middle of the ring. Of course, this gives her time to recover.
Still up for victory.
And a kick out from Broom. I can't believe it.
Wow. Ain't no surprise, baby, but I wasn't expecting that. The milk splash has been landed. Little hesitation from Taz.
She went under the knees. And she's thrown her over the top rope. Perhaps
now they're going outside.
Yes, perhaps a no holds barred rule set can come in. But nope, even more showboating. Just to show that she can do this all day. She casts her to the ground.
Not rushing to leave the ring, which is refreshing. But they're going back in now. Manages to block.
Oh, and a procession of chops and strikes from Broom. And stomps. Crowd aren't certain sure what to make of that. She's got it in that modified camel clutch that's been so popular tonight.
The weapon of choice. Jordan Peterson looking at the wrong part there. He's looking at the back of them. Should be at the front.
Showing his ineptitude all over. But here comes
the wrong end of the cow.
Here comes the facebuster from Broom. This could be all she needs. And Taz kicks out again. Takes her back. Takes an elbow for her troubles. Broom has her up on her back. Oh, and drops her down. Going after the knees.
Whoa.
Another Irish curse. but she's close to the ropes.
The blight on Taz. No.
She kicks out of 2 Irish curses. The crowd are absolutely incensed. They can't believe what's happening. She blocks the senton. Oh, she's going for the Alabama Slam. She got all of it. Stomp to the whatever. I think
midsection.
I'm going to say midsection there. She's going after a typing hand.
Cursing hand.
We have our Twitch champion in chat, checking in from his travels across the world. But we've got a splash in the ring. And a kick out. Broom looks exhausted. Nope, it's all, she's playing possum. But she walks right into her right hand. A monstrous suplex.
A beef jerky suplex there. Giving something to chew on for Broom. And the milk splash. I think this is it.
Nope, even more posturing. Nothing can keep her down. She's going for the pin. And another kick out by Broom. This match is everything it was built to be, Mike.
So it's a grudge match of the highest caliber. I think somebody needs to bring in some heavy machinery to finish this one.
She got in a nerve pinch. She might have the submission win. She doesn't get it. Kick to the glasses. The disrespect and the slap to the face. And again.
Got your nose.
The cunning. And again. Time after time. Perhaps a receipt for all the deadlift slams that she's been giving her. And a fourth. This result into clubbing her. Nope, she's doing it again. A fifth. A fifth Malibu. And the crowd is absolutely whipped up into a frenzy. She got over the full Nelson fallaway slam. And then an acrobatic hip toss.
A cow tipper of her own.
Now she's going for that move that Bomb taught her over Discord. Right on the fingers. And then across the back for good measure. Ragging her by her pink hair. Oh, I hope that kick was to the big section, Mike.
Just south of the... Yeah, that one hurt.
It's a face buster. This could be it. This could be all she needs. And another kick out.
Unbelievable.
I don't believe it. But she's got her scouted. She's going for a third Irish curse. She doesn't get it. A reversal. Going for another satellite DDT across the ropes. Where are we dropping? And she's going up to the top rope. Another ass drop. She has to have it now. She has it. She got it. She hit her with everything and then some. The tool shed, the toolbox, and the entire department store was thrown at her then.
I think so. Literal barn burner. Burned the barn of Tazalicious there. And I think that's a clean sweep, almost.
Just about. We'll have to see where this develops, but I would like for them to put this grudge behind them and maybe join forces or something, or at least amicably continue as part of the product.
I think so. I think people of honor often shake hands after disagreements. So.
Well,
unbelievable.
That remained to be seen, Mike, but Another night of wild outcomes, but like I said, anything is possible in SCW. You never know who's going to win at any given time.
Certainly is.
The Twitch champion is saying that he's impressed. What I am not impressed with is the lack of messages coming through from our champions. So, see if I can give the interns a kick there.
The champion needs to be heard.
The champion indeed needs to be heard. I'm just checking on my tablet here to see if
because Robert Brownie Jr. will not be silenced. Mr. Thermodorable himself. Hope he's enjoying his promotional activities tonight.
it looks like whoever it is in the truck who's supposed to be dealing with these messages fell asleep and has just let them all build up. Apologies for that one, folks. Once again, we do hire straight out of college. But anyway, it is time for our main event.
Main event of the evening, and the champion has arrived at the right time.
The champion has arrived. The champion will find out who is the challenger for his Twitch title after this 10-man rumble, which has been called
Squire Showdown, baby. Ain't no surprise, Malibu.
Ain't no surprise indeed. We're just waiting for them to set up for the 10-man. I hear they're reinforcing the ring. I'm guessing... oh! It looks like we're ready to go. They're done reinforcing the ring, Mike. It looks like Cage is our #1 entrant.
And just to be clear that 2 men will enter the ring and start the match. And every 2 minutes thereafter, another competitor will enter the ring until all 10 entrants have entered the ring. The way you win is to be the last man standing after every man has been thrown over the top rope, and both feet must touch the floor. And looking at the first competitor out tonight, I think the person who can do that to Cage is going to be quite the competitor. I think he's got a good chance.
I like his chances here. Where he's come up short against Randy Random, Rick Magooch has given him the opening slot as a way to prove himself, at least, to potentially join the main roster. And I think he knew what he was doing and give him the opening slot, because it can go either way. He can either put in the performances he's put in and kind of do all right for himself, or he can live up to the expectations put upon him by the entire Squireship universe and pull a bit of an upset tonight.
I think it's while it's hard to do in reality, it's easier to stand down if you're one of the first men in the ring and you last a long time. So or eliminate a lot of people. So he's a solid pick to win this, even though he's #1. I mean, the odds should be against him, but this match favors the bigger guys as well. You've got to be picked up and thrown over the ropes.
It truly does. And what's this? The man who's beat him twice, Randy Random, is #2. That is definitely some sort of tampering on behalf of Rick Magooch there.
Well, the lottery gods are working in mysterious ways. That's very interesting.
Certainly is. He wouldn't have been my pick to join the tournament. I thought getting his contract may have been payment enough, but here we are.
Obviously, highly thought of amongst Magooch's circles. Very interesting. Like I say, the winner of this match, just to reiterate, will be #1 contender for Dan's Twitch Championship.
Indeed. So men take the center of the ring. We've got the bell starting. Also worth pointing out, no referee in the ring to officiate this. So the ring is all theirs.
Jordan Peterson. No pinfalls or submissions, so he's not needed so much.
Only did so much indeed. As Cage rains down strikes on Randy Random. No love lost between the two of them. And a massive flapjack for his troubles. Disgraceful. He gets him up with a pop-up and a Samoan drop. And a lovely discus clothesline there. And a BO hold! A BO hold.
You've seen this. You've seen this tonight. But that's not going to get you anywhere. Well, he usually connects with those, Phil. Already wrestled tonight, of course. And Cage hasn't, so there is a bit of an advantage. Viking almost knocking Randy Random out of his boots. Now we're opener.
Yeah, some horrific offense there. Got him up on his shoulder, though. He could throw him over the top from here, but nope. Reverse DDT. Clubbing blow. Oh, and he just reverses him off the rope there. And a big headbutt.
Here comes our first timed entrant.
And it's Snaff, number 3 entrant.
He's got a lot of proof tonight.
He goes straight for his brother. He knows exactly how to beat him.
Let me state, it is every man for himself in the Squire Showdown.
And he clubs him, delivers a DDT from off his knees.
Enjoying that there, enjoying the mayhem of a sibling rivalry.
It's worth pointing out as well that the contendership for the Squireship title will be at the next pay-per-view. Dan is away doing his duties for the Squireship around the world doing promotional events. He will not be in attendance for a good couple of shows. And a big tour of the islands from Cage.
Oh. After the sibling rivalry there.
Chops and overhands. A nice back body drop.
Oh. Lost his grip there.
Did lose his grip. Got him by the wrist. He knows to slow down the educated hands and feet of Snaff. And there's a body slam. Nice traditional fundamentals. Got him by the goozle. And he spikes him down. He avoids the discus clothesline. Goodness grief.
The Dragon of Tom Pentra. Is he going to breathe fire all over his opponents tonight?
Bomb snap, of course. Not strangers. And a powerbomb in the center of the ring.
A little bit of a revenge there for the Twitch tournament.
And a hellacious strike.
Nobody yet eliminated from this match. With 4 of the 10 entrants all in the ring. I love battle royals, Phil. I've been in many of them myself, including one time I was in a 60-man battle royal that was planned across 3 rings. That took ages, but enjoyed it all the same.
That sounds suspiciously like war games.
Not war games, but it was in the same organisation.
Oh, and a knee strike from Snaff to Randy Random. Went for the leg drop, but got his leg caught up on the ropes as Cage takes it to bump.
Another power bomb from Snaff. That would be a match I'd like to see. Is Randy Random testing his skills against Snaff. I think that would be quite the slobber knocker, as you often say. Phil.
I think it would be too. Oh, but what's this? It's Monster. Monster and Bob will of course face each other whenever Rick Magooch does book the event. And what's this attire Monster's wearing? Monster's in his Halloween suit.
Ooh.
Here,
a little bit of a shake up there. Bob not going for Monster. I think he knows he's there.
They're keeping their distance. They have to know they're there. And a Hadouken from Bumperding. No, they've met in the middle. Fireman's carry.
Technical wrestling, I wouldn't have expected that from mortal enemies.
Oh, and there's the code red.
A surprising amount of body here on Monster. I've never seen him without wearing sleeves, and quite surprised.
And the speed coming into play as he front drop kicks Snaff in the dome. His brother picks him up, delivers a strike, and a belly to belly from Random, and a German suplex from Cage. Yes, he agrees this action is intense.
It's hard to keep up with as well, but like I say, I love these events. Always full of action.
Snaff eliminates Bump. From out of nowhere, Bump was wrestling against the ropes and Snaff just went at him like a Scud missile.
Hell of a coup for Snaff there. That's a key elimination. I would have considered Bump to be one of the favourites.
Same. It's probably best he doesn't spend too long in the ring with Monster because he might ruin his chances. You know, he might ruin his appetite, and a pop-up Samoan drop from Cage. A rotating discus clothesline. Now he's got him measured. Now Snaff's being his brother should know what's coming next. Can he reverse it?
A perfect storm for his brother.
Oh, Randy Random stops it. The F5 denied again. Once again by Random.
Typical Random raining on people's parades there. He's made a living off that.
Oh no.
Speaking of making a living off raining on parades.
McByrnes and Snaff will have to face each other after that disgraceful display earlier. He moves right past him, doesn't even pay him any attention, but Snaff breaks it up. He wants to give him some sort of flapjack, but he's too fast for him.
Going after Jack Skellington there.
Oh, Burns lands the elevated DDT on him. But Snaff really goes to town on his brother.
It's like Burns are trying to pitch a tent with Monster.
Monster with the reversal, the leap over the rope, dodges the clubbing blow. He was wise to do so. As Random and Snaff battle on in the background.
Oof. Wow.
What a hellacious blow. Snaff seeking opportunity. Oh, he went to clothesline Random. Random got out of the way. Pop up, elevated, powerbomb. What strength!
But
true
Burns
strength.
gets up.
Immediately, I think he's in shock. And a reverse power slam on Snaff. Cage is truly living up to his potential tonight. Random skinning the cat. Monster was going for the love on the docks there, and oh, he got him with a reverse DDT.
They're only the one person eliminated.
Spinal Fantasy! Spinal Fantasy! What?
Double team!
The Bash Brothers are on the same page after all!
Unity!
What an amazing double choke slam from... Oh, they're grappling each other now! Burns pushes him away. He's probably telling him
Pacifying.
not. He's probably telling him not tonight, sweet cheeks.
Pacifying the situation there. Very diplomatic from the big man.
And then show. Oh no, he's grabbing him again. A double leg. Snaff's gone into business for himself. The strikes. What's this in the background? Cage has got his hand around the throat of Monster. Monster goes in the air. Oh my God! Call an ambulance.
He just tucked him in and wished him good night there.
As Viking makes his way to the ring. F5! Could it be F5 Fury? Finally lands the F5 on Randy Random.
Burns looking to capitalize.
Big roundhouse kick. He went for the hands of stone. He gave him one of his own, but they're both standing. And a discus clothesline folds the big man inside out. Wow, Cage is really coming into his own tonight.
Now, must I add, the only two people eliminated are Monster and Bump. It was not the B, I think.
He reverses the powerbomb. He had his partner well scouted, but it's every man for himself, even if Burns wanted no part of it earlier. He's got a big man up against the ropes. Going to try and lift him out. He's going to be too much for him. He's too much for him. But his real brother's come. No! No! The Bash brothers have to be over after this.
That is thicker than water, Phil.
They both go right at it. They both know what's at stake here. Cage needing to prove himself. At some point, Viking got eliminated. I didn't see the elimination. I was too shocked at seeing McByrnes getting ragdolled over the ropes.
Yeah, Cage threw him over the ropes and attacked him with a knee there, I believe.
Another F5. Random's letting it happen.
A perfect storm again to Snaff. And may I note that the three competitors in the ring are the first three competitors. Everybody who's come out since has been eliminated. So it's just like it was 10 minutes ago.
Powerbomb. We're right back to where we started. But the canvas has been flavoured with spinal fantasies and choke slams aplenty.
Like I said earlier, Phil, if his cardio's up to scratch, then I'm still rooting for Cage here. He's been devastating.
Here comes TTG hoping to leave his mark on the Rumble. They're still in socks. Oh, and a lovely sweep from Snaff there. Cage got Random.
That's a hell of a coup there.
And Cage gets some redemption, but it doesn't mean anything if he doesn't win the whole thing. And TTG knows that Cage is exhausted from all the eliminations he's done tonight. He's going straight for him. He must smell blood in the water.
Chance to watch the screens in the back, probably in between dances.
Got him with the float over, the DDT. Oh, he's gesturing to the crowd. And again. Oh, and he bops him in the throat. Cage is having none of it and gives him a headbutt for his troubles. And Snaff is exhausted on ringside.
The two brothers still in the ring. They've been in there for a while now.
And they've beaten the hell out of each other. But they've turned their attentions to Tourette's. And a textbook vertical suplex from the most professional wrestler, who goes straight after his brother, knowing damn well he's tired. He has him up on his shoulders. TTG is in the way. And an interception. TTG has him by the hair. Well, by the head, sorry. Super kick got thwarted.
Beautiful peach orb. The big berserker, and fair play to him. He's put on quite the performance tonight already in this match. And,
well, it's like he had something to prove. The way he eliminated Burns, it felt like he was telling him he didn't need him anymore.
Yeah, both men were truly humiliated in the tag match earlier. Here goes number 9.
Here comes the Landman.
Looking a little bit sheepish after his loss earlier in the week against Bump. Again, a lot to prove.
But still to be commended for reversing the Super Stunner, which hadn't been reversed so far in his SCW career. Massive discus clothesline to Tourette's gamer in the background there.
Yeah, I think on any other day a performance of Clapham Lamb would have beaten most men, but Bump was electrifying, I must say.
Tourette's has got Snap up on his shoulders. No, he reverses it. Chop block. The brothers have got to be feeling it now.
So it's they've been in full duration. 9 men have come out, 1 man left, and still within a strong chance of going the whole way. I mean, they just got to beat the other 4 superstars to win.
Snap was trying to get some rest there, but Lamb won't allow it. Up on the shoulders of Lamb, he's stacked. Blackjack. Reversal from TTG. Another bop to the throat. TTG gets Cage.
Wow, what an upset.
That is an upset. I thought Cage was going all the way, but stamina has to factor into it. He hasn't had a lot of big-time matches, and he just lasted a big-time amount in this Squire Showdown.
Good job he didn't eliminate my favourite Snaff there. It was pretty close.
You've changed your tune on Snap all of a sudden?
Like I say, I play how I see it. He's putting a man of the match performance thus far, I must say.
He's letting them get on with it, trying not to get too involved.
Who is number 10? Final entrant. Who's this?
I don't recognise that music.
Who's this?
Well, the card is saying his name is Westy, but I've never seen this competitor here in SCW.
Who is this guy?
He looks very extravagant. He looks like a man of many conquests. But
looks like he's all business to me.
He's falling foul of TTG at the moment. We'll have to see what this guy is made of. Rick McGooch never mentioned that there would be a surprise entrant.
Oh, never heard this guy. Got no information on him. His name's Westy, and looking that terrifying. I've heard that whenever he's around, the sun rises in the east. Just to get away from him.
My God. He's all kitted out in carbon fibre battle suit. Surely that's got to give him an advantage.
Said in the east. Poor execution of that joke there. I do apologise. Getting my astronomy facts.
Snap has been eliminated discreetly in the corner by TTG.
Another opportunity lost for Snaff there, and disappointed for my my main pick to have gone out there for all this time, but he lasted the longest out of anybody.
What a manoeuvre from Westy then. It was a suplex into a spinning neck breaker. Goodness grief. Yeah, but Snap seems dejected, but he's going to have to cross McByrnes in the locker room, so hopefully those two can see a little eye to eye.
And Dan Genius is now safe in the knowledge that Dan Lascran will face one of these 3 superstars in his first defense of his title. We don't know much about this Westy guy, but either way, I think he's got his hands full with either of these 3.
And there comes the corkscrew cutter from TTG. Big forearm from Lamb Chops. Westy's reeling a little. A DDT may have done Westy an injustice. He's shaking it off. Back there on the slap, and watch Lamb Chops just eat it.
This one's hard to call, I think.
This one is hard to call. We've got, we've got 2 enigmatic, charismatic performers in TTG and Lamb Chops. So we have this unknown entity in Westy.
Yeah, this fearsome beast obviously kitted out like he means business tonight. Don't know anything about him. Don't know what his motives are, but he's an unknown quantity.
He is, but TGG has not given him any of the respect that I think he deserves. That he thinks he deserves. Just swatting him. Oh, he's made him pay for that. For an arm breaker, a headbutt to the hand.
He seems quite composed in the ring. Potentially he's a model professional, and he might teach us a few things about himself tonight in his performance.
Well, Lamtop's just got the measure of the crowd, and they cheered emphatically. I think the crowd is on his side to take this one home tonight. Oh, what a right hand! Oh my goodness grief! All 4 strings of the bass on that one.
He knocked his shoes off. Oh no, he didn't. My mistake.
Reverse DDT from Westy. Oh, it looked like he was saying something about the quality of the wrestling in the ring, and he got hit with a satellite DDT.
Back and forth action. Nobody's at this late stage is taking a step back. They're all 3 of them are very keen to get involved. A lot of for grabs.
Well, the favourites to win this thing are out of the tournament. But at the moment, oh, we've got a spin-out Michinoku driver. At the moment, we've got 3 very unexpected final entrants here in the Squire Showdown. Of course, over the top rope is where they make their finish.
Oh yeah, and these are what these types of matches are all about. These battle royals. It's a performance on the night. It's the luck of the draw, and it's the strategy you employ in the ring as well. Oh.
Westy's eliminated. Thank you for coming. We'll find out more about you, I'd imagine, in the following weeks. But TTG misses the somersault divers between these 2 now. I don't know how to call it.
Final 2. We'll call it as we see it, I guess, is the only thing we can do. But back and forth.
They've never faced each other one-on-one, so anybody's move, and a reverse angle slam.
Oops.
This is unforeseen. Got him on the ropes. On the body slam. He got him!
Flipped him straight out.
He got him, Malibu. He got him with as quintessential a victory as you can get in an over-the-top eliminator. A body slam over the top. And your number 1 contender for the Twitch title is Lamb Chops. He 360 no-scoped and got the victory. As clean as you like.
He popped TDG's cherry there.
He got
Interesting.
him.
Surprise, but another redemption. Having lost earlier in the week, but he could potentially be our new champion soon enough if he can get past Jean-Claude Van Ham himself.
Indeed, the master of the Noki driver, the prosciutto driver. Sorry. Hopefully that gets booked sooner rather than later. Our pay-per-view will be in a couple of weeks and to be announced soon. We've already got stacked matches going into it. We've got.
Certainly have.
We've got the Twitch title. We've got the potential for Bomb versus Mash. We've got quite a few to worry about, really.
Monster has earned, having
Monster
been runner up in the first round. Monster has earned the title shot against Snaff for his SQUIRESHIP title.
That is true. That is still to come as well. And with the performance Snaff put in the Squire Showdown, I don't fancy Monster's chances.
I think a lot of things are up in the air. I'm interested to see how that one plays out. You've got Broom, number 1 contender, against Iris Epic as well. And we know our Twitch championship. We also have an unknown outcome for the tag team titles. We don't know who the pro models will face. We don't know who we have. Do we have any other tag teams that are on the same page? We'll have to find out, I think.
We will certainly have to find out. And as the shows go on and the matches get booked, obviously we will keep you in the loop, ready for the next show. But that ends it here at the Park and Day. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. This has been an exceptional show tonight. We had Tourette's versus the debuting Jimmy, or Hugo Punch as I think he wants to be called, from A Dead of Night. We had Tails Taz versus Broom and Scalab in the tag team match. We had Randy Random versus Cage in a barn burner. We had McByrnes versus Big Di Jenkins, where McByrnes got the win. Bomp versus Lamb Chops, where Bomp got his opportunity to face Monster. And then in the main card, we had WelshViiking versus Blimsy, where WelshViiking got his first win on the card.
Random.
Oh yeah, sorry, Randy Random. We had Tails versus Scalab. We had Bash Brothers losing their titles to the Parole Models, which we have to check up on soon as well. And we had Broom versus Taz in the last of the traditional matches in a no DQ match, where they respected each other enough not to hit each other with weapons.
They did. Not a single spoon or chair used. Interesting.
Interesting indeed. So, we are going to take the show to the surprise entrant, Westy, who's gone backstage and pretended like they didn't come out here and try to piss on anybody's chips. So we're going to go take the show to Westy, ask him who he is and what he was doing and why he felt the need to invade our show.
Tell us, please.
Yeah, we need answers, like, who is this guy and why was he dressed the way he was dressed? What's his motivation? I'm sure he'll love to hear that from you.
Is he gonna stick around? What does he want? Why was he so shiny?
Why was he so shiny? But there we go, guys. Another SCW match in the books. If you could, head to the Discord channel and put down your match of the night. We would love to hear it.
Yeah.
So, as
Certainly
always, from me, from Phil Hawkins, and from Malibu Mike Martelli, thank you for joining us for SCW's second show. As always, keep punching, don't let the bullshit get you down, and we will see you next week for the third card in the SCW.
Thanks, baby.
Bye, have a good time.
Bye, have a great time.